God, I was on music mode. Alrighty. I think we've set up to be in here for the last 10 minutes. Did I forget a phone? You forgot a fucking phone. And you need your charger. Alrighty. Let's go. Get out of here. I promise you, Podbean, we got like 10 minutes left. We're gonna go live. I appreciate all you people. Listen, I had somebody there and she left. Sigh. Shout it out if you know so you're sexy. The bigger, bigger. All of them money, bigger, bigger. All of them bigger, bigger. All of them bigger, bigger. Oh Lord. Alright. Birthday shout outs. Let's get that done. I didn't even get no smoke time. It's crazy because I got here 6:30. See, I gotta get here like 5:30ish. Even like 5 o'clock. To make sure all this shit goes down properly. It goes down in the DM. It go down in the DM. It go down. It go down in the DM. It go down in the DM. It goes down. Alright, let's take care of AJ Palmer. I got AJ Palmer on here. Okay. Let's get I just seen
What's up, brother?
What's going on, Pepe?
How are you, bro?
I'm good, I'm good.
How's your show going?
I'm about to get it started here in a few minutes.
Cool. You don't have you don't have a problem with the TV on without the sound, right?
What's that?
You don't have a problem with the TV on without the sound.
Oh no, that's
right?
no problem at all. No problem at all.
Bro. I hear you, because I know you do your thing. How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was real nice.
Cool.
Shit, LeBron. What the fuck you got, LeBron? Here you go. I'm just talking to Rich over there. Oh, ass. Oh my Germany homegirl. Yo, why are you posting? Can I edit the post? Okay. 'Cause we weren't done. We just got to Jessica. We got to get to titties over here. Then we got to get to Lori Cohen. Right? And there's Mildea. God damn, that's a lot of you motherfuckers. God damn. Listen, if all y'all don't get like a heartfelt memory, just know it's not you, it's me. Alrighty. That's the birthday people. I gotta find a charger. Or else we ain't gonna get through the Instagram today. Lot of mercy. I ain't gonna lie. I should really cut you, podbean. This is unfair. So I'm gonna end that. All right. And we're gonna bring up one of the feed for today. Ooh, you dirty bitch. Bow, 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 bow. Hey, hey. We want to put it down. Unless you leave me. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, I got closed caption on this bitch? Hey, y'all just gonna spell out titties for me. You guys are funny. It's okay. I'm gonna go with the closed caption version. We're gonna go with the closed caption version. There we go. Can I pin this to my home? Please say let's back up for a minute. I want to pin one of these right now. Turn off notification, edit, la 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 la. Fuck all that. Edit post, edit audience. Move to try, save video, copy, link, fuck all that. Let's see who can comment, review it, the audience. Turn off notifications, nah, fuck that. We keep that shit on. Edit date, nah, fuck that. Keep all that shit on. Feeling myself. Alright, so I gotta find a charger cord. I need a charger cord. I mean, I kinda do, but I don't. Fuck, I forgot. Let's see if I can. No, I definitely got one. Alright, so 10 minutes. We'll be back, right? We go back to podcast. We get my cord. I'm gonna smoke. All that good shit. You know what's crazy? It's because it's not even there. But I still got a hard time thinking. Oh. Okay, that's still there. Look. Was that? Um, as much as can be.
All right.
So what?
I need the Vikings to kick some ass. I need Justin Fields to throw an interception.
But I spoke to Bree. I spoke to Bree for Thanksgiving actually.
Okay.
Yeah, she was in just situational, and I haven't seen or really spoken to Rabbit since she popped up on the. Since I seen her here and popped up on the podcast.
Okay.
Like we just slight communications here and
Yeah.
there, and passing on social media when she goes live.
Yeah. I spoke to her last night on social media. Um, she was doing something about COVID. And I was telling her like, but I had no choice when it came to the vaccine. Because I caught COVID 6 months prior to the vaccine being made available to the public.
Mm.
And I said, for me, the issue was as follows. Um, I went to the hospital and, you know, I'm throwing up what I thought was red Kool-Aid. I thought I had stomach flu because I couldn't keep anything down. I was throwing up water too. And they were like, Mr. Johnson, you have bilateral pneumonia. You can see that your lungs are functioning again as they should. And I'm like, what? They're like, yeah, we listen to both lungs. And I'm like, but I don't really feel. And they're like, no, you don't understand. And then after that, I threw up again and I had red Kool-Aid with me because I said, let me bring this to them so they can see what's going on. And so they watched me drink the Kool-Aid, threw up, And they go, Mr. Johnson, that's my Kool-Aid.
Oh.
I'll never forget that. I go, what? And they were like, yeah, you have COVID. Furthermore, your blood sugar is 436. You're not going to be going anywhere. Okay.
This is before the Pfizer.
Well, 6 months out.
Jeez.
So they were like, you got 3 choices. Remdesivir, which slows your heart rate and has been wildly successful.
Start taking edibles.
Then they were like,
do your last will and testament.
But then they were like, you could do blood plasma, which is more effective than remdesivir, but it's a 50-50 chance of whether your body will react. And if it does react, it'll knock it out. Or, like he said, you can do nothing and again. And I already started to slip because I went from the tube to the nose to the breathing mask. So I'm like, yeah, y'all gonna give me them antibodies? They gave me the antibodies. I got on the list quick. I still thank my boss in heaven, but I think he put in a word for me.
Why are you still doing this?
I got the antibodies Sunday night. By Tuesday, I was off of that damn breathing mask. I had tubes in my nose. By Thursday, I was home.
That's what's up.
And then, for a week later, my boy
Don't set up a chair.
Know,
my feet be getting exhausted by this.
He let me know where I could go to get tested again and see if half of my steroids ran out.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that Rabbit got COVID?
No.
Oh,
I said this is what they were doing on her podcast.
Oh.
And then when I went in,
see, I missed it. I'm like, you know, after a while, I was like, wait a minute. How did this tie into what we was talking about earlier? I got you. I got you. I
never forgot. I went down there. To Hollywood. I got the test.
Oh shit!
Every next week.
Nope, I ain't ready. Y'all gotta give me another 2 minutes. I don't even know why I'm not ready. I feel like I should be ready. What time is it?
I'm ready. Hope you're ready. 9 minutes or something.
I should have been. I should have been ready 8:07. All right, let's start going live on Instagram. I can't even go live on Instagram. It's playing a song and I don't know why.
That's rough in the past, sir.
Like, I mean, I know I just uploaded that song. I know I just uploaded a video for it, but look at Cuddy looking all gay and shit with his girlfriend. Hold on. I need to.
I'll be right back.
Hey, yo, that's a little too gay.
Counter, dude.
Oh my god. Excuse me. Ooh, shit. That was definitely me. Yup. Yeah. That was me. Oh shit. Again? Need another minute. That's another minute. I'm gonna need one more minute. Y'all be having the longest intros ever. Alright, you guys are good. I don't even know why I'm not ready. Everybody should be set. Except for you three. Shit. Oh, come on. Not that tool. Not you two, my... Come on, my God.
MyT! It's gonna just click in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people are gonna be able to take it over and 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 over.
MyT! Everywhere we go, people wanna know who we are. So This is the MyT Sports Podcast. This I think I know I'm getting away because these intros are starting to get a little bit good. See, I don't got the same wind that I need to stop smoking. I need to stop smoking bloods and go back to good. Yeah, see, it ain't the same as it used to be. Like, I used to have a little bit more in my good, right? But evening, welcome back to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. I am your host, the one and only talent, the 17th. What am I today? The 17th wonder of the world, Taylor. It is another en fuego day in the hottest city in the world. We're coming at you live and direct from South Florida, right? Coming from the studio, right? The outside bar at Sharkeys. We are out here today. It's another lovely Monday evening. Hold on one second. I want to at least make all of my listeners that are not in South Florida a little jelly. It is 67 degrees right now. It's a full moon. As y'all can see, I'm out here in a t-shirt. You see these? These are shorts. Right, can y'all see that on camera? Y'all can't even see it. There you go. These are shorts. Right? We completely vibing today. That's what's going on, Taz. What's going on, Taz? You see it, Taz? You see that? You see it? Shorts. We got the shorts on. And I'm gonna let you guys know. For the most part, is the fan on today? That fan's on. That's probably what you hear. I swear, I only have one homeboy that will honestly get that reference. Where for some reason, every time that I hear Lil Wayne's cop car, when he starts doing the siren noise, it starts morphing into Kung Fu Panda's The Main Chick's Cry. If you never seen Kung Fu Panda, right, with the cow and the Kung Fu shit, right, there's this chick in there, the way that she laughs, it sounds like Lil Wayne's and from day one I've heard that song. I've never heard anything different. I'm sorry for ruining it for you guys. But it's only ruined if you actually know the reference. If you actually go and you look it up. And you be like, you know what? I got to find what this motherfucker was talking about. It sounds a little intriguing. Sprinklers are coming on. What you guys forget, we got a big show for you guys. Beginning of the show, we're going to do our birthday shout-outs. So you know what we do? We give a birthday shout-out to everybody that had a birthday since the last time we was on the air. We ain't been on the air since the 23rd. We wasn't on the air Friday. I was too full. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was still full. I was still sitting on the couch trying to breathe. Like, I hope you guys all had a happy Thanksgiving. We got a big show for you guys. Really big show. So make sure you get anybody that had a birthday from the last time that we was on the air. You get them together. You get them on the top of the show. You get them in for the top of the show. Because we give birthday shout-outs right at the beginning of the show. I don't care how you listen. Whether you listen on Facebook, listen on Instagram, you listen on Twitter or the X. Speaking of X's, don't text me. I'm joking. Whoever's on the X, right? Like you go ahead and you get them in here right now. If you're on the behind the scenes cam on Instagram, you get them in here. If you listening on Podbean, you get them in here. Because they gonna want to hear their birthday shout out. So you start naming their names, you start tagging them, you start adding them. And we'll make sure if I don't got them on my list, I'll put them on the birthday VIP list and get them in the birthday room. We gonna pop bottles in the club. And then we gonna go home, we gonna pop bottles in the club. I had to stop saying, pew, 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 pew in the club. I had to, I'm trying to stop the violence. And this generation's too set. Like, you know what, though? It's so weird. I know I should be getting into the birthday shit. It's so weird to me. As we always hear about how sensitive every generation is, how sensitive every generation is, how sensitive every generation is. But the did they give me a fucking glass that still had lipstick on? Hey yo, Sharkeys. This is a first, but still, hey yo, my nigga. Let me refocus. I've been. See, I was refocusing, focus, and refocused, and I completely forgot what I was trying to sneak in here. But birthday shout outs, it's coming up. Beginning of the show. You want to be here. Instagram, I say that right? Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, all of them. What kind of show we got for you today? Oh man, I am glad you asked. We go get into Greg Popovich going on. That's not the one I want. There we go. We got. I already told you it's Monday, so we here live at Sharkeys. Marcus Smart is over here talking about he's embarrassed. Who really should be embarrassed is Giddy the kitty lover. We got a Blue Chew promo code coming up for you guys. The Jets' third-string quarterback takes a loss. The Knicks stay alive in the in-season tournament. We got the birthday shout-outs coming at the top of the podcast. I don't know how many times I got to remind you because you want to get this in here early. You only hear your name popped off at the beginning of the show. And I ain't going to say that I'm stalling, but I'm kind of stalling. So I got a couple of special people that I would love to catch the podcast today. How you doing, Tony? I see you out there loving the podcast. Yo, shout out to my homegirl Tony, right? Nigga. Cause she always out there loving the podcast, sharing the podcast, liking the podcast. I see you out there, whether it's on. I ain't gonna run through them again. But she hits me up on all my social media platforms. She does it. She makes sure she gets a nice little like and shit. Yo, Chillville too. Chillville's a real one. I appreciate it. I can't wait to one day meet Chillville live and in person, and we stand here side by side and we chalk it up as I get on his nerves about these sports. That's what I'm gonna test your nerves. I'm gonna test them. Your nerves are gonna get real testy like. What else we got? What else we got on the docket today? Also, we surprisingly got justice for George Floyd. Speaking of justice, the Knicks are still alive. I may have said that already. We got Philly Buffalo that went into OT. And oh boy, did they OD in OT. And also, still full. As I told you guys earlier, I'm still full. Y'all lucky y'all got me today on Monday. Because Friday, I was still full. I'm still a little bit full today. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving. We're going to get into all that and more coming up next, right here on the MyT Sports Podcast. But you know what we say, regardless of the time and regardless of the weather, it's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast.
That's when it just clicked in my mind that if you just run through somebody's face, a lot of people ain't gonna be able to take that over and 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 over again. They're just not gonna want that.
I was joking around a while ago when I was thinking to myself, I'm going to take a gulp of my beer for every time that Marshawn says over. I ain't realized until right now how many times he says over in this skit here or in this interview. Because I know I was like I had a third of a beer left, right? Half of a beer left, so between there. Still wasn't expecting it to be empty. I thought I was gonna have a little something left. I just gotta think now. The next time we do this, all right? We gonna get a bunch of us together, and we gonna put our beers up, and we gonna take a sip or a drink, right? A gulp every time Marshawn says over, and see how much we. I'm not talking about we gotta get it full. We gotta have a full one to see if we get it empty every single time. But I didn't mean to distract you. Like I said, regardless of the time and regardless of the weather, there's always a blast on the MyT Sports Podcast. So let's start talking. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. I'm about to run through this wall. MyT Sports. That's why I'm telling you guys. For you people that's listening on podbean, that's why you got to watch on Facebook. Or you got to watch on Instagram. Fuck the behind the scenes camera on Instagram, but you can go there too or watch on Twitch. But you gotta watch. You gotta watch the show too, right? And I know I'm an ugly motherfucker, right? It's okay. Like, how's you gonna see me try to go run through an actual wall if you ain't watching, if you ain't consuming in all the places that is consumable at? Let's get into the birthday shout outs. I think I've stole enough. I think I've done that. Shout outs, birthday, hit it, music, hit me, hit me, hit me. What the fuck? Hey yo, technical difficulties today, right? Has been so disrespectful. But yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. It's your birthday. Yo, that's music to my ears. Because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. Happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday. I think those are my two favorite words right there. I think those may be my depending on who's saying it, I think those are my two favorite words right there. We about to have somebody pop up in the house today, folks. We gonna get blessed. We gonna get blessed today by the presence of Rabbit, of Jessica Rabbit, folks. Oh, it's gonna be a day. It's gonna be a movie. It's gonna be a celebration. No, we shouldn't do that for her. We shouldn't. But we gotta have to ring the alarm. It's about to get hot in here. We're talking about nuclear levels of hot in here. Look, folks, let's go ahead and get these birthday shout outs, right? First birthday shout out that we have on the docket is for November 25th. 25th? 23rd. Yeah, 23rd. Right? And for the 23rd, folks, we got one birthday. And that's good. It's good that we got one birthday for the 23rd because I have no problem isolating this person and making sure that she gets a birthday shout out all on her own. I got no problem isolating this person and making sure that she feels all of the love that I have to give because also she's never met me a day in her life. I don't think I've ever sent a birthday card. I don't think we ever even spoke. I just know my duties, right? I'm the godfather. Something happens to the parents, right? To the parents, right? Then I gotta step up and be the biological parent. She's 15 now. So I only gotta worry about this maybe like 3 more years of being the parent godfather. Right? Other than that, it's just advice. But I want to say happy birthday to my goddaughter AJ. Happy birthday, AJ Palmer. Again, we've never officially met or spoken. My bad, shorty. Right? But doesn't mean that I don't constantly think about you. That you ain't on my mind. I see that's just people misunderstand. Like because you may not hear from somebody or constantly be in communication, like doesn't mean they don't think about you. That they constantly worry about you. But no, I does all that. I just want to let you know your father was one hell of a dude, right? Best battle buddy I could have ever had. made Germany an experience to remember. Also, let you know he crashed one of my cars. Just want to let you know that. That's what it is. AJ, I don't know what he tells you about his driving, but he crashed one of my cars. You let him tell you the rest of the story. You're welcome, my nigga. Oh man, me. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it because one day you have to tell the story. One day you got to tell the story. So you lucky that I wasn't around. I probably would have told her the story already. I probably would have like, yo, I gotta tell you the story. Hey, let me tell you about that. Well, happy birthday, AJ. Continue to grow. From what I hear, you're going up to be a lovely, wonderful, and bright, smart young lady. Keep it up. You're on the path to greatness. Look at these beers. Surprisingly, they are. Let's continue. We got no birthdays for the 24th. We get to skip one day so far, right? But we got a birthday for the 25th. We got one birthday for the 25th. This is also somebody affiliated with me from back in my army days. Also, not only a battle buddy of mine, but also a former roommate of mine as well. Want to say happy birthday to the Foxy Felicia Lamar. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, I need another beer and a new glass. I forgot that glass had lifting stains all over it. Me and them got some issues, right? So I want to say happy. Oh shit! Listen, I'm being blessed by all kinds of people. Yo, Janice, Wagwan, sister. See my homegirl Janice over here popping up on the podcast. Appreciate the love. We still doing birthday celebrations. So if you know anybody that had a birthday from the 23rd to today, you go ahead and you at them, you tag them, right? You let me see their names in the comments, and I'll make sure that I add them to these birthday celebrations. But if I don't see no more names, I gotta continue to move on. This beat keeps on rolling, right? And we move on to the 26th, and we got a full slate of birthdays on the 26th. Want to say. Oh shit. Want to say happy birthday to Janice's niece. She just turned 10. Happy birthday, niece. Also want to it's her birthday today. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We gonna get you in a second. Because we on the birthdays for yesterday. We gonna get there in just a second. So let's go ahead and say happy birthday to my homeboy Richard LeBron. Former? No, he wasn't an Army veteran. I think he was just stationed around the Army post or worked on Army posts. But a brethren of mine that I met down here in Florida. I think he lives right now one of the places I used to be stationed at in Indianapolis, Indiana. Want to say happy birthday to him as well. Also, next want to say happy birthday. We going back. We keep taking this back, right? I'm over here 7 birthday celebrations to somebody, to my homeboy's daughter that I met in Germany. Then another birthday celebration to a battle buddy of mine that I had in Indiana, then another birthday celebration to somebody got Indiana ties, and now I got a birthday celebration shout out to somebody that I met in Germany. Want to say happy birthday to my homegirl Jessica Thierman, right? Yes, German native, not just somebody that I met while stationed in Germany, somebody that I met in Germany. Like she is German, like driving forever, drinking forever, smoking cigarettes forever. Fuck with you know me, but. I want to say happy birthday. Sweet young lady, bright as fuck. You know what I mean? Wish one day you would come to America and, you know what I mean, I'll show you my hood. Also want to say happy birthday to somebody that I met around my hood. I want to say happy birthday to Nicole Lala. Right, then we got the birthday celebrations for today. Let's go ahead and bring it back. Tell the DJ bring it back. Actually, want to say happy birthday again to Janice's niece. She turned 10 today, so I want to say happy birthday to her. Also, somebody with a birthday today. Want to say happy birthday to my homeboy Jack and Vince's mother, Lori Cohen. Want to say happy birthday to Lori Cohen, Lori Corey as well. Also want to say happy birthday to one of my homegirls, Nidia Alvilas. Happy birthday to you, Nidia. And then also another homegirl, Demi Johnson, another Army veteran, another person that I met while stationed in the Army. Want to say happy birthday to you too. And then lastly, another person I was stationed with. And yo, today is just filled with Army-related birthdays. It's like 7 degrees of Army separation over here. I want to say somebody that I also was stationed with in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and that is the lovely Makia Alfred. Happy birthday to you as well. So let's go ahead and get them back in the room for one more shout out. So that's to AJ and to Felicia, to Richard and to Jess, Nicole, Lori, Nildia, Demi, and Makia. Want to wish you all a happy birthday. We hope you party hard. You enjoyed everything. You should have really party hard because your birthdays was this whole entire Thanksgiving weekend. So when I say like I hope you partied hard, like I hope you partied hard using our family and friends. You guys super stuffed, double entendre, right? Hope you regret nothing. You enjoyed everything, triple entendre. But more importantly, right, you flexed on these hoes and you continue to stay MyT. MyT. DJ MyT, cut the beat. Whew. It's a lot of birthdays. My cheeks hurt. Nah. That was a lot of smiling and talking. But let's go ahead and continue rolling with the podcast today. We got a big show for you. We got a big show for you guys. But I always tell you guys every once in a while doing the show, we get a topic that kind of draws us out. And it's a little more than the first topic. It actually ends up being the MyT topic of the day. MyT. And our MyT topic of today goes out to Josh. I love Kiddy's Giddy. If you guys, you know what? My bad. This is completely my bad. I should have had an image ready for you guys. I really should have. Because you know what? That's irresponsible of me to not have the image of somebody that may potentially, allegedly, prey on teenage women, young teenage girls. Not when they turn into women, but teenage girls. If you guys haven't heard by now, Oklahoma City's Thunder's player, and I never realized that the C in OKC stood for Chester, right? But Oklahoma City Thunder's player, Josh Giddy, is currently under investigation by the NBA for allegedly dating a 15-year-old girl. Now, we have to say allegedly because we don't have all of the evidence yet. But I can tell you though that the evidence isn't good for him. What do you mean? I'll tell you what I mean. Well, I have to say allegedly because we have no clue how anybody may plead, get bought out, or change their mind. Actually, and I can't say change their mind because there's no charges being brought up, right? This is really about the evidence and what is going to be and what is going to produce. And so far, what we have in these allegations is Josh Giddy with said teenage girl, said high school girl at that, right? Excuse me. You have a Instagram post or a social media post, right? You have a post about them, and it's on her feed. It's her video, and she is half naked. Josh Giddy looks to be either half naked or naked because you can't see below his waist, and she is bragging about how she just fucked Josh Giddy. There goes the Josh Giddy for you guys. So she's bragging that she just smashed Josh Giddy. After that, several other posts will arise. One of Josh Giddy with her somewhere. I'm like, hey, meet my girlfriend, and them kissing. There's other times where he's brought her to the game, and all of this seemed normal until obviously social media cops start investigating everything. And sometimes it may not even be social media cops. It could have been other individuals from her high school that was hating the fact that she was smashing a NBA player. And how is this so when he's an NBA player and he's of it and he's older than blah blah blah, right? So you get that post, right? You get the post of her saying she just smashed, and she said, and literally she goes, "I just fucked Josh Giddy." That is literally her post. Him calling her a girlfriend, them being together at the game. Well, what ends up happening, the young lady's mother had posted within a year frame of them, right? With them of them dating, and not a past a year, within a year of them dating, that she just had a birthday, and it just so happened to be her 15th birthday. I don't care how you slice it. Josh Giddy is 21. At worst, this was last year and he was 20. Because for all the people that want to say, this was, well, when did it begin? If she's 16 now. He was drafted to the Oklahoma City Thunder. Let's see here. What year was this? Let's find out his draft year. So maybe 2021 it looks like. So 2 years ago. He was 18? She was 13? Or was it 19 and she was 14? Or was it 20 and she was 15? Or however the math is mathing. Because the math ain't mathing. Now, I understand these things have to be kind of sensitive, right? The things you have to be kind of sensitive about. And I know personally, because I've had a nephew in this scenario, all right? And I'll explain. What happened to my nephew is that, and this is why let me continue. What happened with my nephew was that he was, Kaka! Yes, please. What happened with my nephew was that he was dating his high school sweetheart, right? Still, like he had this chick that they had been dating. They've known each other since basically elementary school, middle school, right? Late elementary school, middle school. Grew up together in this small town of Indianapolis, Indiana, right? Or whatever, small suburb or little city that's on the outskirts. Skirt, right? And he was dating this girl. Obviously, what ended up happening, he's ended up being a little bit older than her, I think by 2, maybe 3 years. I can't remember what it was. So let's say when he's 15, she's 13, 12, right? He's 16, she's 13, whatever it is, right? 13, 14. I think so. I want to say it was 2 years, right? He's 16, she's 14. He's 17, she's 15. Well, you see where this goes. He turns 18, she's 16. He turns 19, she's 17. Well, I know you guys may be thinking, well, it all depends on the statute of his state and blah, 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 blah. You guys sound like weirdos to me. Just to let you guys know. When you automatically jump to, well, what's the statute of limitation for his of age of consent for his state? You sound like pedos. Just to let you guys know. That's not a good rebuttal. You're not lawyers. You just sound creepy. Stop it. But I get it, right? Caveat. My nephew joins the army. Him and his girlfriend get into a disagreement. They break up. His girlfriend's mother comes from a broken home, so she doesn't know how to act like an adult, right? And she still and in her adult stages, she still partook in very childish like behavior, right? And immature behavior. And what ended up happening is that she ended up they've and obviously, like I said, they were dating. They've been sexual since they were in high school together. Well, they do what any young couple does, or what any couple does. They're sending raunchy text messages, explicit photos to each other, right? When they break up and the daughter's heartbroken, instead of the mother just consoling her and letting her know that it will be all right, there's other fish in the sea, move on like an adult, she plays the vindictive game because she's an immature bitch. And anybody would be an immature bitch that plays the vindictive game in this scenario. Thank you very much. My man, he's had lipstick on his.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. That was me, my bad. I was trying to get a little love out here, bro. I want you guys to go.
As you see, I still smashed it, right? But
I'm keeping company. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Hell yeah, we're right back.
so the mother, not being mature in thought, goes vindictive instead of teachable lesson. Let me teach you how to be an adult and a woman in this scenario. She goes, let me teach you how to go wrong about this, so you will always be in a fucked up scenario, and may also cost yourself your future if you always handle these scenarios in a vindictive manner. Well, in this vindictiveness, she reports to his unit about their relationship and the exchange of photos that have happened while they were together and all this other stuff. Well, obviously, Army takes this stuff seriously. You don't give a fuck about your state, city's statute of limitation. This is the government now, and this is the military, and this can't fly. And in the military code of conduct, this can't happen. Because the military's code of conduct is going to and the way that they punish for it is going to supersede any state or government or state or U.S. laws. Just to let you guys know.
Military law rules.
Exactly. So now my nephew is going on trial like he's R. Kelly out here, literally fighting for his life over an ex-girlfriend that he's been dating since they were both teenagers in college. I mean, teenagers in high school. It finally takes. It took some time. It took, honestly, the two adults to start thinking and adulting, because what ended up happening is that my nephew's mother had to talk to the other mother and let her realize that you could be her and you could be this, you could be that, but what you're doing right now is over a broken relationship. You're trying to ruin a young man's life, and because he would have been kicked out of the military, he would have had the charge of having sexual relationships with a minor, follow him the whole entire time. His separation from the military would have been of and honorable, or dishonorable, but of and honorable.
That's a Class A felony, by the way.
Exactly.
If you take a dishonorable, it's a Class A felony. You can have no guns. You can not vote. You can, well, depending on the state you're in now, but it's just as equal as if you take a Class A felony.
So, with the realization that of how, because sometimes when people do things out of emotions,
Yeah.
you never fully take in the grasp of the consequences of the actions that you're about to set into play.
And your emotions just take over.
Yeah.
That's why people can't control the shit.
So she thought it was just going to be something simple, like maybe he got put out the military for this, right? Or maybe his unit,
That's
whatever.
not even simple. That's hard.
No, but
He's hurting them. that.
But that's what she simply.
That
But
should have carried with you the rest of your life. You're gonna get a job. You're gonna see you dishonorable. You're not gonna get a fucking good job. You know what I'm saying? So it's cold.
so even if she just thought that he was just going to put out the military, she didn't realize what gets tied to it. That she was going to have him basically be a sex offender and have him register, and then what follows him. Eventually, the adults came to an agreement. They came to a realization of what was happening. They spoke it out. Then, and I want to say basically they end up dropping the charges, and the the facts of the case end up winning out more than anything. And I had to talk. I had to talk to my sis to let her know that, listen, you can't go in here denouncing what she's saying or denouncing what's being said, because technically it is the way they are verbalizing it. It's just that there's a lot of minutia into this, and that's where you're going to hope to win at. You can't denounce that your son was messing with a minor. You can't denounce that your son had said that was sharing pictures with somebody that was technically underage. Technically, right? You can't fight those. That did happen. Where his ground would have been at was the fact that they've been high school sweethearts. They've been dating basically since they were in middle school together. So for them, this was an unconscious act because it's something that they've been used to. They didn't realize that they had crossed. What's going on? What's going on, Rabbit? What's going on, Jess? I see you. I mean, I see you, but I don't see you. I would have had to turn the fat on. It would have got hot in here. They didn't realize that they had crossed a weird line, but that made what they were doing for years, that they were doing legally for years, suddenly illegal and taboo. So I can understand specific. Now I say all that to say that I can understand specific cases. That is not the case with Josh Giddy. Josh Giddy wasn't out here fucking his high school sweetheart that he's known since middle school. No. Josh Giddy got to Oklahoma City, went out to the club, was like, oh, look, pussy. Let's go. Now I get it. How did this underage pussy get into the club? Never side story, right? I swear. Never side story.
Yeah.
But like I said, I'm not unsympathetic. If the dominoes fell correctly, I'm not unsympathetic to how simple mistakes may happen. I'm not. I've had a homeboy, right? I feel like I got a lot of, but I've had a homeboy. We were partying in Orlando at Paris Hilton's club. We was actually, remember when that Paris club in Orlando was suing Paris Hilton for not making appearances? We were actually there on one of the days she was supposed to make it. She didn't make an appearance, right? But we're there, and we get wristbands, whatever. We go in, drinking. We're not used to Orlando, right? This chick comes up to my homeboy and was like, "Ooh, can I get some of your drink?" He looks at her like, "Oh shit, you look kind of cute. Sure, you can have some of my drink." Gives her a sip of the drink. Next thing you know, he got security flashing lights on him like they're paparazzi or some shit. Oh, you just gave a minor a drink. You got to get out of here.
That's fucked up.
It's like, yo.
I said, fuck, what's your minor doing in here?
Exactly. It's like, yo, first thing, he's like, what minor? Like, she's a minor. She don't got no wristband. How the fuck am I supposed to know she's a minor?
I poured that one today, go, she's 15 there, and I poured the other today, there she goes, she's 21. That's fucked up, though. That's cool.
You know what's so funny? Like
they're that hard up. They don't do that shit.
I feel like he was set up, right? Because we were going in there and we was getting ready to spend dough. We spent money for VIP too. Right. And they got us on some bullshit. But it's like, oh, you can't give money to a minor, la, la, la. You can't give drink to a minor. It's like, how am I supposed to know that she's a minor? So, club. See, first things first, right? If she really is a minor that he met in the club,
right,
one of the first things that needs to start happening, Oklahoma City. See, you know what they say? Try this in a small town. This is what happens in small towns. In small towns, shit gets kind of lackadaisical.
Yeah,
Or
you
you
gotta
grow,
come up with some shit. You're right.
or you grow up and you kind of know everybody, right? Because your town is small,
Yeah.
and they see you and they be like, "Oh, that's Brit. Oh no, she's cool. Let her in."
Right.
Now you got a minor in your club. I don't know if Brit got an underage. So either the club fucked up, or either she produced an underage ID. I even get that.
Right.
How long have they dated? Are you telling me this whole entire time he didn't see signs that she was still in high school? You're telling me that he followed her all over social media? Everybody, boys, girls, you start dating somebody on social media, even probably before you started dating them, if they have social media. You telling me you haven't gone through their history, started looking through all of their pictures?
You want to know what they're about. Yeah.
So when she got wished happy birthday for her 15th birthday, you didn't look like 8 months ago. The fuck? You know what I mean? When she's doing these dance, when she's doing.
But if he's drinking, he ain't gonna give a fuck.
But no, but you have. He had time though.
Maybe
it wasn't just one time. Say he made. It wasn't just like he had sex with her. He made this person his girlfriend.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
So I'm like, it wasn't like he's somebody he accidentally smashed one night because he met in a club one night in and done. Again, see, I could be sympathetic to certain scenarios.
Right.
I don't think this is any one of these qualifying scenarios to be sympathetic to.
You didn't check out your dating a 15-year-old.
Like you're telling me 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 months in, you don't know that she's in high school? You haven't figured out her schedule yet? Oh, she's going every day from 8 to 2. You don't know where she's at. She's not working. She's not in college. What college you go to? You can't name it. You see her in her cheerleading outfit making post online. You look at it. It says Roger HS. What college is Roger HS?
She's wearing that little plaid mini skirt around her fucking ass.
She can't tell you I was role playing. 2 of her other friends is with her. It's during school hours. So the same videos that we have all seen by now, how have you not seen?
But at least she's got morals. She went to school. Most chicks like that wouldn't bother to go to school. They be hanging out at girls' house, smoking weed.
So like I said, I can understand a lot of scenarios.
Yeah.
You guys have been dating since you were in school, and then one happened to be older, one got to the inappropriate age, and you didn't realize. You didn't realize what happened. No, you didn't even split, but you didn't realize what implications came once one turned 18 and the other one was still underage. You know what I mean?
The worst thing you can do is fall in love with your childhood sweetheart. You really got to experience what life is about. If you lock yourself to that, you never really seen life. You only know one thing.
Like this wasn't a one and done where he just smashed her.
No, you said
didn't realize. Yeah, like
this.
This isn't like. So I guess I could be sympathetic to certain scenarios. This isn't one of these sympathetic scenarios. Now, a lot of people are coming on saying, well, whichever random dude that videoed her in another club somewhere helped save Josh Giddy. How?
Well, I don't know. Maybe it shows she's a party girl.
Well, it shows that she's a party girl, and it shows that she goes out to the club. She gets into places where it should be 18 and older or 21 and older.
She's got fake ID, or she knows somebody.
But how does that put Josh Giddy off the hook?
She shouldn't have been there.
I get it. How does that let Josh Giddy off the hook?
It's almost like entrapment. It's like the cop waiting behind the sign.
How does that let Josh Giddy off the hook?
I'm trying to tell you that.
No, it doesn't let him off the hook.
No, I
because
just let him off the
okay
hook.
Then. So that's what I'm trying to figure.
Some lean way.
How? Because again, this isn't a one and done scenario.
No 14-year-old should be in there.
But again, this isn't a one and done scenario. This isn't like he smashed her that one night because he met her that one night and left. He made this person his girlfriend. They've been dating. They are making multiple posts.
And this girl wasn't with her mother.
And now it comes to my other point.
Was she college girl?
Where the fuck are the parents?
Exactly.
But again, here goes the parents. Again, this is Oklahoma City. See, try this in a small town. This the kind of shit that goes in the small town. Right. Because what happens? Oh, look at this. My baby girl is messing with Josh Giddy. Oh, he's only 21. No, man, this is inappropriate. Your daughter's only 14, 15.
They're happy that it's going on.
Yeah,
right.
You're happy. She's
posting about it.
You over here happy that your daughter attracted a basketball player. Where the fuck is your daughter attracted a basketball player at 15 years old? You ain't worried about that?
Listen, there's definitely an age problem that you got to put in check. But here, dig this: 100 years ago, two 12-year-olds could be fucking married, bro.
No, listen.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm glad you said. I'm glad you
small
said.
town had it even more relaxable, daysable.
I'm glad you said that. Me and my homegirl have had
doesn't
this.
matter.
Me and my homegirl have had this talk for a good decade now.
Yeah.
Because you've seen it, I've seen it, we all see it. The things that you grow up that's acceptable, that slowly get phased out as
like,
unacceptable.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
And you
yeah.
could have, so at one point in time, been on the other side of the fence, not really realize what the fuck is going on, and then you be like, oh shit,
what the fuck?
I'm on the wrong side of the fence.
What do you think would have happened if you walking around in the 1930s with green, fucking purple, blue hair? You know what I'm saying? They look at you like you are fucking sick. They would lock
you weirdo, you're something like this.
Put you in a mental institution.
So
you start piercing your fucking nose and parts of your body and start looking like tattoos all over. You're a freak. You're an outfit. You belong in the fucking sideshow. Otherwise, they would not accept you.
Exactly. And accept you, not accept you in society, not accept you in the workplace, not accept you anywhere.
Find yourself against the hardest.
Let's give a little more. Let's bring about a little more topic. At one point in time, so me and my homegirl, one of my dearest friends, we talk. You guys have seen her, right? Yoga of my eye, right? My yoga instructor. We have had this talk for a decade now, and it started way back then. We were young when we both were in our young 20s, right? This conversation used to come up because because in your young 20s, you're probably more susceptible to possibly fucking with somebody that may be on that borderline age, right? Because you guys may still maneuver in some of the same spots, right? Ironically, I know it sounds weird, but you guys do. At like 16, 17, 18, we were like, if you kind of start, if you're a person that seeks the limelight, you start finding yourself maneuvering places that 22, 23, 24, 25-year-olds kind of linger, right? And we were talking about this and how weird society, not saying how weird, but where society has gotten with the age of how they look at of the age and when it comes to relations.
Well, money makes fucking shit blind. So you'll see a lot of big rich daddies going with a lot of little chickies.
Well,
you know how I used to look. I love women. I love looking at women, and all over Facebook and social media, you'll see pictures of women all over the place. I don't even have to necessarily be nudity, but you judge it like, damn, that girl looks like she's only fucking 15 years old, but yet she got tattoos on her ass.
I've never thought that.
So no, but here's the kick. You would think because she has tattoos, she must be 18, but that might not be the case. And this is the way they're subtly sneaking kiddie porn into your fucking view. Think about it. You start fucking downloading some of those pictures, and you're thinking that it's just some sexy girl in a lingerie.
That's why you don't download pictures.
All the
you
time.
never need to. No, why would you never need to download pictures? They're always going to be there on the internet. You never need to download pictures.
Like my son.
Because your son knows better.
I'm one of those sick bastards that has to have the picture because then I believe I own it.
Yeah. See that?
So
see that's
understand
no. I'm telling you, you're telling on yourself.
Bro,
that's how you get caught up.
No.
That's how you get caught up. that's
look, nothing but ass.
No, it's okay. No.
I'm sorry, I'm a pervert.
No, the pictures will always be there. That same site will always, you need to download it.
But I own it.
But
that girl, I own her.
But what I was trying to,
I own it.
But what I was trying to say, though, I get it.
I own it. It's mine.
What I was trying to say is that
anytime I want.
We grew up in the 1900s, in the 1800s and the 1700s, right? Which we've seen.
You didn't grow up in the 1900s. You grew up in the 20th century.
I grew up in the 1900s. I'm born in 1981.
No, you would be in the 1800s. You get
1900s. I grew up in the 1900s.
That's the 20th century.
Okay, I didn't say I grew up in the 20th century.
You're right.
I didn't say I grew up in the 19th century.
Yeah.
I said I grew up in the 1900s.
You're right. I got it.
I want my double Casamigo ready. So, you guys forget that there was a time of rulers, emperors, and kings.
Oh fuck! I don't forget that. I know all about that.
That the king or the emperor, whoever, or just period, they were mating with women as young as possible.
Yeah.
We're talking about grown ass 30-something-year-old men
Concubines, it was
that the moment that and you guys and I know it's gonna sound weird because I feel like for the most part, maybe the kids growing up now in the last 20 years, maybe they don't know this as much, possibly, right? Maybe I could be not giving them enough credit, but I feel like in all of the things that we saw growing up, you still knew this, that, hey, that 36-year-old kings is coming in and they're still in daughters out of their local land at 12, 13 years old from the moment they start to bleed so that they can find their wives. And this was common.
The Medicis or the Lombardis.
I know about the Lombardis.
These two families married off their whole fucking family as early as possible to get influence and control of countries. They took over by through that, than rather have to try to conquer. You understand? So these families actually became very large within the European community because they ventured. This is why a guy like King Philip of Spain, right, had not only Spain at his disposal, the Netherlands, parts of Germany. You know, they named the fucking Philippines after him because his bloodline went out. Why royalty thinks it's above most other people, the non-worthies or the subjects, let's say, is because they believed it from the bloodline of Christ, which first stood coming out of France in the Pyrenees Mountains with Charlemagne. What most people don't realize is Christ, the chalice is really Mary Magdalene's baby. They took it the southern part of France from Egypt, Joseph of Arimathea and Mary Mother, and they had a girl. And after a generation, the grandchild is Charlemagne. So the bloodline then flowed from there, and they thought they were royal, and that's why they all claimed to be royalty above other people, because they have the bloodline. Christ. That's
interesting. Interesting. But, so, like I said, what the conversations me and my homegirl used to have is that just 100 years ago, it was perfectly acceptable for not just the kings, the emperors, your upper echelons of society to go into the town and go seek out their youngest mate. It was kind of acceptable, period. Hey, I'm gonna trade off my youngest daughter for some land and a donkey and a mule. Right? Like these were things. Like and
worthy things.
And this is kind of an in a weird way leads into R. Kelly, right? Because a lot of the underage relations, right, didn't really like and not to say that it wasn't wrong during the R. Kelly's time. I'm just saying people still turned the eye towards it.
I think during parents, like you said, because I'll tell you why. Look at Tracy Lords. Her parents put it to porn at 14 years of age. No one caught up to it. No, I don't ever heard anyone go to prison. You know, there's still magazines that are circulating.
I'm saying, yeah. So as I said, like we turned like just up to recently, 20, 30 years ago, we were still turning an eye to it. Like I said, when R. Kelly's era coming up, right? People were still turning a weird eye to it, even though it was still wrong. They're still with the Josh Giddy, right? And where I feel that too, where a lot of people try to make sympathy for Josh Giddy, is because I think for a good portion of society, you can relate to the scenario of dating your high school crush or dating a person that you dated in high school, and one of you fall out of age, right? Or one of you become of age. I'm not quite sure which way you want to put it.
Tired of the other, or mature enough.
Not tired. Not because I'm not saying
maturity
that. No. I'm not saying that one of you turns 18, while the other one is still not 18.
Or one of you could turn gay.
Well, I'm not. I'm just talking about age. We're just talking about. We're talking about Josh Giddy. We're trying to keep. Maturity? We're trying to keep it on topic of Josh Giddy fucking a teenager.
So, I don't know the story about it. So
okay. So now it's so much about.
I know about R. Diddy.
Well, R. Kelly,
Yeah,
not R.
Kelly,
Diddy. P. Diddy, R. Kelly.
I know R. Kelly.
Right.
I know about that because I looked
Like so
into it.
Oklahoma City Thunder basketball player Josh Giddy is fucking a 15-year-old.
Okay.
That's the story. So that's why I said like.
How many years is he in the NBA?
What's that?
How many years is he in the NBA?
2.
That's why. Because he's Old Town girl from Old Town fucking USA that he became a superstar and this little girl on latch on him. You gotta understand something. You're a target if you're Lawrence Taylor, if you're Gene Simmons, if you're R. Kelly.
If you're a basketball player, if you're a celebrity.
Yeah, because you got celebrity, you got the stature right.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
Girls want to fuck you just for that.
So okay, so then. Better.
Well, you're right.
Yes.
You have the morals enough to say,
yeah.
Hey, wait, you're only fucking 16.
So I need to understand where I'm getting at. So it's not so. A lot of the people that I feel that may be taken up for him are trying to relate to him. I think that it more. You may be trying to relate, understand the scenario of high school sweetheart that you're dating, and one of you become older. That's not the Josh Giddy scenario. Josh Giddy is an implant in Oklahoma City. He didn't grow up there. He isn't dating some high school sweetheart. He met a girl at the club, and then he started dating her. I think he would have had enough time by now to realize that, hey, that this person that I'm dating is not of age. Have you not met her parents? Have you not met her friends? Have you not seen her social media post? Because if regular Joe like me already knows from her social media post that she's not of age, if I could see the social media post, that is a clear indicator that she's underage, and I wasn't even looking for it,
right.
How the hell did you not know?
You never really all looking for it, even if it's overage.
So the part that gets to me now is I understand there has to be an investigation that NBA is going to go through an investigation, but as I've pretty much laid out, there isn't that much to investigate. But what I'm more curious about, while they're doing their investigation, why isn't Josh Giddy suspended from play?
Oh, interesting.
And I say that because
he signed on to a big contract.
No, he's on his rookie contract.
Oh, is it
and who cares? Because Kyrie Irving was on a big contract. No.
The organization that signed him is going to give him the benefit of the doubt to go to court.
But this is NBA though. Fuck your team. How is the NBA allowing him to play? Because
lots of niggas doing that.
No, because when Kyrie Irving gets into his troubles or has his issues, they are very quick to make sure Kyrie Irving is not representing the NBA on that court, so that they look like that they. So they like
keep him in the back.
Yeah,
and shit?
But, no, because listen, when Kyrie Irving shared a movie that he watched, right?
Yeah.
The NBA suspended him for that because they said that movie had anti-Semitic undertones.
Yeah, they did, huh?
Well, he shared a movie. He watched a movie. It's a movie that's on Amazon. He watched the movie. He shared like, oh, look at this. Check out. I watched this movie.
In what manner did it have anti-Semitic fucking?
But they said the movie had
racist, obviously.
Well, they said the movie had anti-Semitic undertones.
Of Jews, of blacks, of
anti-Semitic, like anti-Semitic, like Jewish stuff, like anti-Jew.
Okay.
But also, like I said, this is what they said, right? I never watched the movie to decipher the movie for myself.
Yeah, right. God,
but that's beside the. He shared a movie. He shared a link to a movie that he watched
with the girl.
No. This is Kyrie Irving now. Kyrie Irving shared a link to a movie that he watched.
Right.
You said the movie had anti-Semitic undertones.
Right.
You suspended Kyrie Irving.
Oh, really?
He could not play.
All because he put out, hey, watch this movie?
Exactly.
Oh,
and he shared that he watched it.
Well, you know why? Because the Jews own the fucking goddamn thing. As simple as that.
Listen.
Sorry, I'm brutally honest, bro. You know me, man. I don't hold nothing back.
So, the fact that now Josh Giddy is now under investigation for a statutory rape case.
No shit. That's
and you're
crazy.
allowing him to
you
play.
You got a lot of dope on people, bro. Where you get all your information? Where you doing research?
Listen, it's out there.
I don't know. I feel so like I'm on Mars now.
Well, now you know what though? I'm glad you listened to the podcast because you get to learn this shit.
I know. I'm learning. Teach me.
So no, this is the guy we've been talking about, Josh Giddy. He basically his charge or
Right.
his allegations is statutory rape. He's
Gotcha.
fucking a minor,
Which just happens to a lot of people right now.
exactly. So the fact that you guys, when you suspended Kyrie, is because you didn't want it. Obviously, you don't want to make it seem like you promote, right, or that you back what Kyrie was promoting or backing.
Right.
So if that's the case, what is the statement that you're saying about Josh Giddy? Because he should be suspended as well too. Because otherwise, you are trying to say that you promote and you back statutory rape.
But you're not fucking disciplining. I got you. But now look. This is why justice is blind, bro. This is why she has a scale in one hand and she has a blindfold over her face. Justice is not always right. Not all the time you will receive justice. And
These are facts.
there's also jurisdiction. So some states will act accordingly to other different than others.
I mean, this is kind of different. This is NBA. This is no state. There's no jurisdiction.
NBA is like a state today.
Yeah, but there's no jurisdiction.
No,
You're doing something
mindset.
It's detrimental to the NBA. It's a bad look.
It's not equal. You're right. It's not equal. It's definitely.
But definitely,
yeah, I
not
see
equal
the point.
still.
I see the point you make.
so we'll continue to keep
trying to blind eye to this, but this guy, you're gonna fucking probably fry.
Going on,
With
Pepe.
bullshit.
So we'll continue to keep an eye on this Josh Giddy case. We'll continue to see how many games they surprisingly allow him to play while this lingers.
Interesting.
Because every game that because I think
Right, he's still making a paycheck. The other guy is not.
And this is the thing I'm probably going to say here, right? Is that if the NBA thought it was okay to make him play because they didn't think it was going to be an issue, it's an issue because the first time he played, everything that I'm saying now started spilling out all over social media. Everybody started wondering, hey, how is Josh Giddy playing? Hey, isn't this guy fucking kids? Like how are you doing this? How did you allow Kyrie Irving not to play just by sharing a link to a movie, but you actually allowing a guy to play that on video is saying that he fucked a minor? Or sorry, the minor saying that she fucked him with him half naked in the back, standing behind her. So this is how bad it is. I don't know if you heard this part.
No, I didn't.
So they said these are allegations. I'm gonna do a quick 2-minute recap. Let's let you hear some of the hard pressing stuff, and I'm gonna move right on. Allegations come out. He's fucking a minor, right? The stuff that become the proof is she posts a video. Guess who just fucked Josh Giddy?
Right, so she's bragging about
So she posts a video.
Yeah.
But guess who's standing right behind her, half naked, posting for the video?
What?
Josh fucking Giddy.
Oh, okay, all right. Yeah. That's not good.
Another video, right? Josh Giddy with his arm around this woman. This is my girlfriend.
Right.
Hooking and kissing on video. Then there's other.
Well, do you think the brother might have been high?
For this long?
Yeah. Well, not for that. Right. Because I got to say it. But at least during the time he made the video.
He could high off the pussy, maybe.
No. I think on the video.
Like, god damn. Like, and Josh. Like, see, this is why they say you need experience. This is why they say you need experience. Because if your nose is wide the fuck open over a 15-year-old pussy, you ain't get enough pussy in your life.
Maybe so. He didn't. He became famous. He's living that 15 minutes of fame and take it as much as he can for
Jesus.
Because he realized people have been suppressed in the past to not utilize that fame.
Next video is of them at the game together because he has her front row.
Oh, he's dead. He's dead rights. You're right on that.
So these are the
dead rights.
Yeah. So these are the
allegations.
Yeah. So these are the allegations that the NBA has to.
But if the parents are consented, what's the problem? How old is she?
Well, when they started, she would have been 15.
Okay. Well, if the parents are consented,
it doesn't fly. I'm sorry.
It might not fly in your family size, but if their family's willing to accept it, and they're happy that he's fucking their boyfriend.
Listen, you understand?
It's wrong.
No. Because you know why that doesn't fly? Because technically, R. Kelly technically had.
Bro,
No. Listen to me. R. Kelly had parents sending their 12, 13, 14-year-old daughters over to go live on R. Kelly's ranch.
No, stop.
That doesn't make it okay.
No, it's not. But Dick, there's a society of people.
I don't. And those parents are sick.
No, they're called the Mormons, and they marry off, and they have fucking 12, 13 fucking wives, and they love them when they buy them at 12. They buy them at 12 years old, and they let that shit go acceptable in the state of Utah.
We've talked about that, and this is what I alluded to earlier. These are some of the things I alluded to earlier.
These people are white.
So like I said, if just because the parents okayed it does not make them they're adult parents. It doesn't make them
It's not acceptable in society.
Like doesn't make them
kept it within their own home.
Doesn't make the parents right. Doesn't make the parents in the right state of mind. Because they're fucking the parents are just as sick as Josh Giddy. Because if the parents are like, oh no, I'm gonna let this 21-year-old basketball player fuck my daughter because they're a basketball player. Because in any of a society, because you understand. One, it is a money, and I didn't want to keep going here because it is a money thing. Because if a 21-year-old bum was fucking your daughter, you're pressing charges.
You're right.
Are you trying to find? You know what I mean? Are you trying to find out how did he coerce your baby girl into having sex with him? Or what did she do? Or what kind of bad influence? No, your baby girl is out here going to clubs either with fake IDs or because she knows people and she's hooking up with grown ass people. And now this grown ass person is about to get caught the fuck up.
Telling the daughter, "This is the best man you ever gonna meet."
Probably. And Josh Giddy. There's no way to tell me that you don't know that she's 15, and it doesn't matter if she says it's okay. It don't matter if the parent says it's okay. It don't matter if the goddamn state says it's okay. It's not okay to be fucking a 15-year-old. You fucking sicko.
Unless you're 15.
Or 16, or 17, or 12, or 11, or 10. Like, the only time it's okay to fuck a 15-year-old is if you're somewhere between 7 and 17. And that's only if you're a guy.
Or if you live in the state of Mississippi or Arkansas.
What happened to 8 to 80, deaf, dumb, and blind?
Jesus. Let's move on. Oh man. Let's
I'm just having fun.
God, let's move on because we've been on this topic for a while. But I told you guys, this is the MyT topic of the day. It's not even my first topic of the day. This happens to be MyT topic of the day.
You should talk about all the fucking UFOs that have been going around here.
I don't care about no damn UFOs.
Some shit.
Listen.
I gotta show you.
Listen. I don't care about UFOs until they land and communicate.
Maybe astronomical fucking what would they call them?
The only thing I see right now is a full moon.
No. Astronomical fucking what's the term?
We're gonna call it unidentified flying object.
No,
because we gotta keep
that.
I get it, we gotta keep things rolling.
No, it's astronomical phenomena.
Okay.
I had one happen recently, and I was like, damn. And this is not too far since the last time I've seen you. I'm hanging out one night. I saw me a fucking smoke a little joint. And I see it. See one of the planets rising. It's wild, beautiful. I take the camera and I'm looking at this fucking planet. All of a sudden, I see this fucking thing above it just appear out of nowhere. And it's looking like a comet with like a tail coming out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's going across the sky a lot faster than any camera could ever go across the sky. So I know, because I'm an astronomer, that it ain't no fucking comet. And I'm not looking in the direction of north, where it might be one of these rockets that NASA shot off or something like that. I'm looking south. So I'm saying, the only way I can do is just to show you.
Well, okay, you're going to show me a little bit later. Because we're getting into the sports right now.
All right.
Yeah, it's a sports podcast. We get into life, but this is a sports podcast.
How about them Giants? How about them fucking Giants? How about the Eagles?
We'll Giants. They beat the Patriots.
Yeah, I know, and I knew that, and I had money on it, so I knew it.
Yeah, I'm not. If Giants fans are beating their chest over a victory yeah, it's the Patriots.
I couldn't.
Yeah.
I wouldn't bet.
You understand what's going on in New England right now? That they're talking about firing Bill Belichick.
Oh yeah, they're gonna.
The fans.
Kraft is gonna take him out.
The fans have completely turned on Bill Belichick.
It's you know what? You cannot hold the dynasty
Can I? Only because I like to repeat what they said. Bigger fraud since Lance Armstrong. That's what they said about Bill Belichick.
I met Bill. Listen to me. I met Bill. I've had cocktails with Bill.
Oh my God.
I like Bill. In all fairness, though,
shit.
his time is done. He needs to retire. It's like, what's he going to do? Leave New England and go fucking to Alabama State or something? No, he's not going to do that. He's going to retire.
Well, because he's in a weird position, right? He's the general manager. No, because he's the general manager and the head coach.
Yeah, but no. Mr. Kraft is the position of fucking turn that light.
No, I get it. That's not the kind of position I'm saying that he's in a weird position because he's the general manager and also the head coach.
Right.
So
he's in charge of hiring and firing.
So generally in this instant, right? If he was just the head coach, you may consider making him the general manager and taking him off the field and moving him into management.
But now he's too well.
But maybe he's on the field.
Maybe they might keep him as general manager. You might be right.
He's on the field and he's part of management. Right. And not only is coaching an issue, the level of the talent of players that they bringing in is also an issue.
You know, so you can't hold the dynasty.
Well, I've said this, and this is the weirdest thing ever. Bill Belichick, the general man, let me take the names out of this. The New England Patriots general manager and head coach are not on the same page.
Okay.
And it's the weirdest thing ever because they're the same person.
Amen. Right. I mean, it's a weird
thing. And what the weird thing is that the general manager still believes that you can get 2-star and 3-star talent and make them play like 4.5-star level players and suck everything out of them and get them to shine.
Right. Get it.
So the general manager keeps setting up the head coach because he thinks the head coach can make shit out of can make a buffet out of out of shit basically.
Right.
Shit out of soup salad basically. Yeah. And the head coach kind of thinks that too. He's like, you know what? Get me these players. And he's the head coach is still held on to the Patriots way, so he's working these players, grinding these players. They barely believe. They're not buying into what he's saying. They think he's kind of antiquated.
Well, he ran out of assets,
and they're not seeing results.
Listen, he ran out of assets. If you realize, even before him, Parcells was there. They started pulling guys that they worked with in the past. Was a team, and Belichick is no different. He did the same. But he had his rookies. He rebuilt, like Brady for one. And I love Bledsoe. Bledsoe was a fucking great quarterback. I really surprised that he lost that job to Brady.
He was good, not great. He was good.
Football has then changed. It's not the same physicality as it once was. But in all fairness, you can't hold those great players. And especially it's harder now with free agency. People, once they get out of their contract in their rookie year, they're looking to go for money. Very few say, you know what? I want to go to a team where I got a shot to go to the Super Bowl. And maybe I don't need a $15 million contract. Maybe I'll just take fucking $900,000 and go to this team. You know what I'm saying? Well, you also have to have the manager to govern that. Because that ain't happening without that.
Yes,
so it's different now. You can't even hold a good group of guys. They don't do good one year, that's it. They all fucking, or there's one little terminal problem between them. They start to disintegrate. So, years ago, they owned you. You weren't going nowhere.
Well, decades ago.
No, but yeah, right.
Decades ago. Not even so much years ago.
But it's easy to hold a
because it's been a change in times for some while now.
Easy to hold a stronger team. Yeah,
I know. Like well, you should have known this.
Sorry, I didn't put 100 on the under.
Let's go ahead and
only fucking like 9 points.
I'm glad you said that. Let's go ahead and switch gears real quick, right? Because we wasn't even trying to talk about New England right now. We got Monday Night Football going on, fellas, guys. We got Chicago Bears and the Minnesota Vikings. This was set up to be a shit show. Even if Kirk Cousins was a starting quarterback,
right? It still would have been a shit show
because, as we know, Kirk Cousins
is a better quarterback.
Kirk Cousins, he's not a Monday night guy. He's not a primetime person, as they say.
The fucking Bears just won 37 times on Monday night to 34 times the Vikings have ever
Who's
won.
quarterbacking for Minnesota right now?
I couldn't even tell you.
I mean, I know
I
his name, but
couldn't
just
even
can't think
tell
of it
you right now because I don't know who his backup is. It's not Justin Fields. That's Chicago's, and he's just as bad. But you know what though? Justin Fields was set up this
These
whole
two
entire year.
teams cancel each other out.
But they're both bad teams.
That's why it's not going.
They're both bad. That's why you said this is a shit show for Monday night.
As I was trying to tell my son, as bad as the record as bad as are, they can easily beat these guys because they play them so many times. You know what's funny? Certain teams, no matter what their record, can match up against them, especially on a Monday night football. Look at the Jets and the Dolphins. Done it many times. The Raiders and the Kansas City.
Oh yeah,
at first
division rivalry games are always and those are tough.
Yeah, they are tough.
So as I was saying, like we have, so even with Chicago and Minnesota,
fans
right?
Going up again.
Minnesota's always is always iffy. Even when they have Kirk Cousins.
Don't bet this game.
Chicago's a bad team because they just
I said stay away from it.
They treated their quarterback wrong from the very beginning of this season. The things that made Justin Fields successful last year, they completely went away from this year, and it almost like it made absolutely no sense whatsoever. You stopped doing the thing that made him successful because you wanted to put him into your system to see if he can be a pocket quarterback.
You took him out of his gameplay.
So can I tell you, I am really tired of these coaches getting away with sabotaging players because they don't know how to coach players. They only know how to try to implement their system. And I know it may sound weird to you guys, but that does not work. As much as you have a system, you also still have to coach your individual player. That's a lot of what's going on with New England, as we alluded to that earlier. They're stuck in a system that no longer works. And they don't have the players that kind of execute it. It's what we saw happen with Phil Jackson eventually in the end of his tenure in the NBA, period. And not just in coaching, but also when he went into management. He wanted to implement a system that no longer worked instead of going with the players, instead of trying to figure out how to coach the players. So Justin Fields went from one of the quarterbacks that had the most rushing yards last year to barely using his feet this year. And they basically try to turn him into a quarterback.
Well, they got Lamar. Lamar's the one leading everything on that.
Well, Lamar's Lamar, right? So what they did is that instead of saying let's continue making you successful, let's go ahead and play this on hard mode and make this game more difficult for you, and let's see how you shine there. I don't get it because you know what's going to end up happening if they get rid of Justin Fields. This coach is going to come on and say, well, I need my guy. He was never my guy. I didn't draft him. He was never my guy. If I could get the kind of guy that I want, then I could be successful. And that's always a lie. Because if you're a good coach, you can generally make that quarterback look good. You'll make that quarterback that you don't think is your guy look better than what he is. You don't make them look worse. And let me ask you this. And I know you say that, nah, that's not right. You guys remember Alex Smith? But when Alex Smith was in San Francisco, he looked pretty good. He looked pretty okay. How did he look when he went to Kansas City? That's difference in coaching. And that's the Andy Reid effect. But that's the whole difference in coaching. That's what I mean is that if you could coach, Justin Fields wouldn't look bad. He would look okay because he showed you his qualities. If he was a bad quarterback, you would have nothing from last year to put on wax. What's going on, brethren? Long time.
Yes.
What's poppin'?
Not much shit. Back to the past.
But instead, not just with Chicago, but these quarterbacks get ruined by pompous coaches that say that, oh, let me get my guy, let me get in the system. And then when you try to judge the fish on flying, you start to wonder why he doesn't look good. And half the time it's not the player here. It's the It's the coaches. Justin Fields shouldn't look like, and I'm gonna stop talking about money. Justin Fields shouldn't look this bad this year. He shouldn't look as bad as he looks this year. His inadequacy is literally a step back, is due to a step back in coaching philosophy, where they started brushing against the grain instead of brushing with the grain. The Lions are winning means the NFL is broken. I'm glad you said that. They may not be that broken. They may not be that broken. I'm gonna jump a little ahead so that I wasn't gonna bring up quite yet. Because if the NFL was broken, then the Lions would have won on Thanksgiving. But somehow, in the scripts, it reads, it doesn't matter how good the Lions are doing, they must lose on Thanksgiving. That is their Thanksgiving tradition. How the hell did that happen? I swore up and down. I'm a potato. Potato, I'm telling you. I swore up and down the Lions were going to win this Thanksgiving. I was like, oh, finally. Glorious day, glorious day. The Lions finally have a year where they could actually be happy on Thanksgiving. The Lions finally have a year where that Thanksgiving meal, Lions fans, won't taste so sour, where you won't be throwing chicken legs at the TV. Sorry, turkey bones at the TV. I thought this was finally going to be that year we were going to hear the Lions roar. Started out good. You've been motivated. Things looked all right. You was actually on path. And what happens? Ah, bendito, you turn into a little puss. Line of bags and the Cowboys can. If Jerry Jones snorts a line of Viagra, then no. Then Cowboys can suck his dick. I don't know how to take that. Pause. I think I'm about to give you a pause on that one. I don't know. I don't know how to weave that back in here. But let's get back into Detroit. And I was really surprised. I was surprised and disappointed. I was surprised and disappointed that Detroit did not take this victory. I really was. I'm not a Detroit. I'm not a Lions fan, right? I just honestly thought that they were going to finally break the curse this year. But nah, these Lions have been spayed and neutered years ago. It don't matter how loud they roar, how many times they paw at you. I don't care how vicious they sound. They go curl up like a ball on Thanksgiving. That was disappointing. If I see, so I live in Michigan. There's no fucking Lions in Michigan. Wait. Did you guys always used to was the Lions always in Detroit? Like, you know what? You know what? Never mind. It's not even a question to ask because I don't think there's any state that could be related to Lions. I could be like, hey, maybe he's in the state that had something to do with Lions. Hey, no, unless Detroit is just known for being Lion son of a bitches. Like, but no, the Lakers were from not Indiana. No, the Lakers are from Michigan. They used to be the. No, they weren't the Indiana Lakers. Or maybe they were too, but they were the crap. What were the Lakers before? Not Indiana. Crap. Now you got see Minnesota Lakers? What were the Lakers before? Previous cities. Yeah, they were at a time with yeah, Minneapolis Lakers. Yeah, okay. I know I wasn't tripping. Hey, I was trying to remember. Hey, I knew it was. I knew it had something to do with one of you Great Lake cities. That's why I keep see. And that's probably why Michigan probably pops in my head. Like, wait, no, it's not Michigan. It's something else. That's probably why M sticks in my head too. Minneapolis. It's one of you Great Lakes cities. I know it was tied into something with the Great Lakes, if I'm not mistaken. It had a Great Lake history. Yeah, there ain't no lakes in Cali. They just moved it. They just ended up moving. It was like, hey, we gonna keep the name. We just gonna call it the Lake Show. Ain't nobody gonna realize there's no lakes down here, but we gonna take this. I really thought Detroit had one. I really thought Detroit had one. I don't know which more. So you said you're from Michigan. So which one is more? Which one is more disappointing? Has what are the bad? So are the bad years more upsetting, or was this year right? Or was this year more upsetting knowing that knowing that they were actually a good team and you lost to a team that you actually should have beaten on Thanksgiving? I feel sorry for you guys. But you know what though? Everybody right now, except for maybe Chicago, are better than my Jets. This year's worst. Okay, okay. I was curious. And it is against a division rival too. So you guys were playing Green Bay. They got a neophyte quarterback. Like you should have. Oh shit! 24/7 Miami. What's going on, Pimpins? I haven't seen you guys in years. How you doing out there? Pimpin'. That was actually the first radio station you could actually catch the MyT Sports podcast on was on 24/7 Miami. So you guys ever looking for some local radio station, local podcast in the Miami, Fort Lauderdale, at West Palm area, you hit up 24/7 Miami and you'll definitely catch some nice programs. Maybe I need to hit you guys back up. Maybe I take a swing back over there. You know what I mean? I'm a Cardinals fan. So when the Lions were losing, they worked to my team's benefit. Understood. Like we gonna switch around a little bit because I'm a Knicks fan, right? I'm a Knicks fan, and Knicks are actually still alive. And it sounds weird, right? Lions. It sounds weird to say that a team is still alive in November because you would think that hey, everybody is still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. I'm still alive. But the NBA now has an in-season tournament. And you could be knocked out in early November from the in-season tournament. You can stop taking shots at my Knicks. I don't see the Pistons doing much better. But the Knicks are still alive, and they managed to stay alive on their in-season tournament game against the Miami Heat on Friday. This ended up being a really close game. Now, they survived elimination because they were going to be completely eliminated. So they survived elimination by beating Miami 98-100. That's how close this game was. You understand that the New York Knicks were down. When I say, yes, it is. Knickerbockers are pants. Knickerbocker is a word. It's pants. Which, oh God, I don't know how a team gets named after pants. I'd rather be named Potato, to be honest with you. But no, man, it's the pants that they used to wear, like hard workers in the city used to wear back in the day. Those knickerbockers, right? It's short for knickers, right? You know, like, hey, let me make sure you put your knickers on. You know, like they weren't talking about people; they were talking about. Okay, would you guys repeat that joke around the water cooler? I've never seen any dinosaurs have sex anywhere, so I wouldn't even know. Can't pull the hair, arms are too short. Yo, you know what's so funny too? How come none of the dinosaurs, right? You tell me none of the dinosaurs had hair? Is the woolly man, is that considered a dinosaur? That's the only dinosaur that we have depicted with hair. How are none of the dinosaurs have no hair? I think we missed something with the prehistoric animals that we have unearthed. I don't know how all of them ain't have hair. I guess what they're all reptiles in a weird ass way. Never mind. I be thinking high sometimes. That's probably a high thought that shouldn't have come out. That shouldn't have come out to the forefront. This probably if I was gonna have this thought out loud, I probably should have had this thought 26 years ago. I think it has more to do with the reptile thing though. I used to get the reptile thing. The reptile thing. I have this. I come to this point every single time I have this thought. You know, you have a thought and you forget that you already answered this question to yourself. So you have it again and be like, oh no, I already did this, and you have it again and you be like, damn it, I've done this already. I've already been in this circle. I've come to this conclusion already. But yet sometimes it just comes to me like, yo, none of them had hair, like none, like it's still whatever. Again, this is a thought that high ass 16-year-old me should be having. Like, I should not be having this thought anymore right now. But what we did have is the New York Knicks facing elimination, down double digits, big against the Miami Heat. I think they were down by damn near 20 going into the fourth quarter when a little boy from the stands looked Jalen. He can go right. He just always spin moves. I know what you're saying. I keep telling you, you gotta keep doing that star shit. Like, if I really can't understand what the hell you're saying, I'm like, yo, I don't understand what the fuck you're saying. He can go right. He just likes to spin. He just likes to spin back left every time he goes right. It's not like Jalen. See, okay. So this could be me comparing his right hand to Jalen Brown's left hand. So maybe in worlds I can see what you're saying that he struggles with the right hand, but I'm comparing it to Jalen Brown's left hand. I'm like, it's way better than his left. I've seen him go right and finish right easy. He just likes to come back, pull in a china shop, spin, pump fake, spin, pump fake, pivot foot, spin, pump fake, brick. But that didn't happen in this game. What happened in this game? A little boy from the stands, Jalen Brown and Julius Randle. Oh hell yeah! They're about at the same talent level. Jalen Brown and Julius, yeah, they're like yeah. Listen, Jalen Brown is not that much better than Julius Randle. I would like to see Jalen Brown be the featured guard on his team and take his team to the playoffs. Like that's what I would like to see. I don't think Jalen Brown can do that. I don't put like Jason Tatum. Yes, Jalen Brown. I put him out at about the same level as Julius Randle. Oh, oh, that enticed the call in. What's going on? How you doing? Welcome. Oh shit! Oh shit! How you doing? Sir? much I hate Jalen. I, you know what? I hate you. I know. You know how much I dislike Julius Randle coming to the Knicks. Like I don't call. You know. You know what? See, you haven't listened to this podcast long enough to understand. His full name is Julius Wactavius Randle. I am not a big. He is a Kentucky prospect, and then he got to the LA. He played with Kobe, broke his leg in his very first, and I think something like that. And then because of that, kind of got. I should say because of that, but after that, got bounced around. Actually, never really got bounced around. He was at the end of his. No. You're right about that. Yes, yes, you are right about different Julius Randle, but also different Julius Randle and different expectations and team expectations at the time. So yeah, the earliest Swaggy P. Yeah, he had broken his leg at that time. Yeah. I mean, okay. Are you talking about the Toronto Raptors over the New York Knicks? I mean, because the New York Knicks will have a championship in the last 20 years, or 30 years, or 40 years, but the Knicks have championships in their in their banners. Okay, it happens. How you doing? See,
Someone was gonna come see you. I didn't call me last movie.
Sage. Listen, we've all had a girlfriend that burned sage.
Not birthday.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right. One second. I just gotta ask something. I'm just gonna show you something. If you've never had a girlfriend, if you've never had a girlfriend that burned sage, you never had good pum pum. Sage burners got good pum pum. That's all. Every one of those sage burning prime pum pum.
No, we should.
Network, and that's what happened. Well, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay. Oh, whoa. Okay. I allowed the Julius Randle. Pause. I allowed the Julius Randle slander because that was acceptable. I allowed the bypass. I allowed the Carmelo Anthony slander because you said you was a fan. I will not allow any Patrick Ewing slander on the podcast. I am sorry, brethren. You touched too many bases upon. Now you're going after my home city of Brooklyn. My G. You know, one second, one second. I've been Brooklyn. I've been spreading Brooklyn love ever since I was a little youth. You understand? You understand? When I grew up, there was you understand that the Brooklyn Nets just existed. There was no Brooklyn team. Actually, no. I knew the Nets when they were actually New York Nets with the blue, silver, and the red, and the Dr. J in them, and the ABA ball, the red, white, and blue, baby. Oh, it's the little razzle dazzle. He's going down the lane. We're going up for two. Oh my God, it's a doodle dandy, baby. And did you guys know? Did you guys know? Shout out again. Dick Vitale is cancer free. Dick, wait, skip over that. Did you hear that? Dick Vitale is cancer free. Dick Vitale is cancer free. Give Dick Vitale some love. Dick Vitale is cancer free. Give Dick Vitale some love. Come on, Potato. Give Vitale some love. You know who Dick Vitale. I don't know. 12.4 maybe. Who knows? 13.4, 15.6. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how many rebounds he averaged in his highest year. But I do. He didn't take 3 pointers back then. Centers didn't take 3 pointers back then. It wasn't a part of the game that it wasn't implemented into their game. Actually, when Patrick Ewing played, the only center I remember being able to take 3 pointers when Patrick Ewing played was Sabonis or Druskus. No, Druskus Glaskus was actually later. So yes, Sabonis in Portland was the only center I remember taking 3 pointers when Patrick Ewing played. Everybody else, who, whatever center, whatever center had the green light to take 3 pointers, Patrick Ewing's days. If he played in 2001, that's the tail end of his career. And by and if he, and you can and listen, I understand, no, I understand you may want to use every year that a player plays, but that doesn't mean it was what was implemented into his game at that time or the game. Even in 2001, it was still being looked upon. So which means that by the time Patrick Ewing is at the end of Patrick Ewing didn't shoot 3 pointers. So I don't hold any center. Well, I don't hold any center from that era accountable for 3 pointers. It wasn't what they did. Again, I don't judge fish on flying. So you telling me that Luke Longley is out here taking 7 3 pointers a game? Kim Abdul-Jabbar barely took a shot outside the paint. That's not a three. That's not a 16 feet is not a 3 point shot. Never has been in history. Okay, so I get what Patrick Ewing didn't do, and I get what Kareem Abdul used to do. But that sounds about right for a person that played in that era. That was a center. Okay, so you are. I'm gonna say this again. I don't. In that era, centers did not shoot 3 pointers. It was not embedded into their game. It was not. It was not something they were coached up. You know what centers were told in the 80s, in the 70s, even in the 90s? Take your big ass in the paint. It wasn't until more recently, a little bit more of the Dirk Nowitzki moving on era, that your big man, even your power forwards, even because even power forwards didn't take that many 3 pointers. I'm looking at the wrong era. Even so, I don't. How am I going to judge somebody that was told you need to take 99% of your shots 12 feet away from the basket? But that's not. But that's also. But that's. But, but yes, yes, and you said yes. Oh, we know Tony Kukoc was not in the league before Patrick Ewing. That's one. Yes, you're right. No, Tony Kukoc was not in the league before Patrick Ewing. So let's continue. And yes, you're right. But remember the key words that you said. He slid to the five. Tony Kukoc's natural position was the three, but because he was a 6'10 plus small forward, every once in a while, because of his height, they would slide him up positions. Here, go play the power forward. Here, go slide to the center, as you said, because that's the key word there. His natural position was not, nor never has been, center, because centers were told to get your big ass in the paint and take 99% of your shots from there. Now, if you had a center that could make an 18-foot jumper, like Patrick Ewing did, right? Like Olajuwon did, then you were considered to have a center with a good shot because they were able to stretch out and hit an 18-foot shot. They didn't always have to be in the middle and bang. These guys, even regardless of their skill set, because Akeem Olajuwon's skill set said I can make threes if I was told to shoot these at a high enough rate, or if I was told to practice these to shoot at a high enough rate. Patrick Ewing could make outside jumpers and had made threes if he was told to shoot this and practice this at an outside rate. It was not a part of the game. You were trying to penalize people for things they were told to not do. It falls in the whole era. Not the system. It's not the New York Knicks. It's not. This is not isolated to the New York Knicks. It's the era. This is how the game was coached before the year of 2000. We are talking 50 years of coaching. Hmm. What's the point?
You know, that was gonna be culture, whatever.
Okay, no, no, okay. Potato. What's the point? Yeah, that's what. No. Okay, because okay, how many? Okay, no, no. How many 3 pointers did David Robinson take? How many three? Okay, see, you keep trying to just no, no, no. I'm not gonna let again. I am not gonna allow you to do this because you keep trying to make this isolate as if it's a New York Knicks thing when it's a whole entire league era thing. I'm gonna continue back to more present day because the New York Knicks pulled off a very good victory against the Miami Heat to stave off elimination from the in-season tournament game. New York Knicks were down by 20 plus points going into the fourth until a little boy from the crowd looked into his face and said, I muted you by the way in case you're still talking, Potato. Right? It's looked at him and said, this is embarrassing. At least that's what Jalen Brunson said. Next thing you know, the New York Knicks go on a 29-11 run in the fourth quarter to come away with a 2-point victory. And when I tell you this was close, this was super close. You had a couple of bad possessions that led into the last shot. Next thing you know, you see Jalen Brunson. He's weaving, he's diving, he's over here getting contact. He's over there pushing him off. Yo, get off me, get off me. Somebody cut. Nobody's open. Fuck it, I'll take the shot myself. Step back, nothing but net. That's why we got Jalen Brunson in the position that we got him for. He's gonna get some money when it comes time to pay this boy. He's gonna get that paycheck. Right now, Knicks, I hope you are happy that you got him on a deal. You got him like on a $25 million contract. Him, Julius, RJ. They all get about 20, 25 mil. That's discount. That's Black Friday shopping for signing NBA players. But Jalen Brunson makes that last second shot, put the Knicks up 100-98. But it wasn't over. Because we playing Miami here. They put that ball into Hemi Butler's hands. And I'm not gonna lie to you. When we took that shot and I saw that we left time on the clock, I was like, ooh, that's too much time. Because I've seen Jimmy Butler. I've seen what he can do. They gave him the ball. Takes a dribble. He's behind the 3-point line. I thought he was gonna try to go for a shot to tie it, but they go for the win. Puts up the shot. Slow motion starts happening. Looking. The ball rotated 16 and a half times before it hit.
16 and a half.
Tony, move the slow motion. Started going in slow motion. That ball rotated 16 and a half times.
It's like a movie.
All right, let me know.
Brick City, brick city, bitch, brick city, brick city. New York Knicks come away with anything that you know it's a blessing. So whatever you're blessing me with. Last minute shot, Jalen Brunson makes. Last minute shot, threes up, no go. Jimmy Butler does not make the game-winning shot. And the New York Knicks finds themselves alive still in the in-season tournament. Now, I say alive because they haven't clinched one of the top 3 spots. As it currently stands, they are in the 4th spot. They're in that wild card. I can see why you would say that. So I'm going to let it slide because I don't like the Heat. He reached the ceiling. He doesn't suck. Look, okay. Well, whoa. Yeah. So let's go back to the original statement that you made. It's not that he sucks. It's that he chokes. And let's just say that he doesn't always close when it matters the most, which is the definition of choke. See, you know what's crazy here, and I see what's happening here. I'm seeing what's happening. I hate the Miami Heat, but I respect Jimmy Butler. This is very odd. That I respect. Kyle Lowry is like Oh, he's like 84 actually. Kyrie Irving's the only player in the league older than LeBron James. He's been lying about his age.
Lying about his age?
No, Kyle Lowry.
Oh, yeah, right.
But so the New York Knicks come away with a nice little victory over the Miami Heat. They maintained their spot in the in-season tournament. This weird ass. I'm glad you said. Can I tell you? So you probably didn't watch the Knicks game before that. That very same shot that Devin Booker took and made is the same exact shot that Jimmy Butler took and missed. Yep, yep, similar shot. Damian Lillard over Paul George, similar shot, similar shot. So in the same scenario that the New York Knicks won against Miami, as you just heard.
Yeah, by
the,
2 points.
The very next game,
I had Miami 400.
the very next game they lost to the Phoenix Suns.
Right. Yeah.
113, 116, 113. On again, game is Knicks are down by 2. Right? No. They were down at first. They were down by 2. Jalen Brunson gets the ball in his hand. He starts doing it. He starts doing his pit bull thing. I'm gonna get into this lane. Get off me. And yo, ref, where's the foul? Somebody cut. Somebody fucking cut. Right? He's doing his thing. No, nobody cuts. The Phoenix Suns are not allowing him to get a 3-point shot anywhere. They're cutting off the 3. RJ Barrett has been smothered this whole entire game. Now, mind you, they're playing Phoenix without Kevin Durant, without Bradley Beal, without who's the other guy you guys are supposed to have? Bradley Beal and Kevin Durant. I keep thinking there's supposed to be a 4th person, but it was basically One second. Let's not backtrack to Jimmy Butler. Let me continue with Knicks and Suns real quick, right? So
Yes,
there's no Kevin Durant,
got that good.
there's no Bradley Beal when they're playing Phoenix. It is just basically Devin Booker and Ball. I like me some Ball. Ball didn't play 1 minute, so it's just Devin Booker doing what Book does. Doing what
You're not
Book
fucking winning
does.
this one.
We're about to lose you in about 1 minute on Podbean. Don't you guys forget, we're going to lose you, but we have another feed ready for you guys. We'll be popping you right back up in less than a minute after the loss, right? So, the shot that, as we said, the shot that Jimmy Butler misses, right? Oh, let me get back. Jalen Brunson, he's in there. He's fighting. Pitbull, give me my shot. Give me my space. 3-point shots are off limits. They are smothering the 3-point line. They're playing good defense. Jalen Brunson takes his step back, puts up the shot, makes it, ties the game. 113 all. Phoenix takes that timeout. Devin Booker was like, hey, yo, Jimmy, I hope you're watching. I'm going to show you that I'm him. I'm the light-skinned him. Right? He goes, he puts in a light-skinned crossover, right? Gives him a light-skinned hezzy, hits him with a light-skinned step back, shoots the 3 on a light-skinned fade, and it was lights out. 3's up, goes down. Phoenix wins 116 to 113. The only good thing I could take away from that is that it wasn't an in-season tournament game, and I don't even know what that means half the time anymore. I don't even know what that means half the time, but I know what this means. This means that it's time for us to take our first break, right? So we're going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with you guys in just a minute. I can't believe I still got Josh the Rapist Giddy on here. We'll be back in just a minute.
Facial identification.
Basically.
They didn't join this team to win
Shot
championships or become
Is it shot time or we waiting for somebody?
They joined because there is important work to be done, and only some able to do it. They are brighter, better educated, led, and equipped than any team in history. They are doctors, lawyers, engineers, technologists, and combat troops, all prepared for whatever comes their way. You'll find them where the lights
I don't know. He was on
flash and The only contract they
I could be
signed
losing time.
was
Like, so that's my son. He was on the
and their
phone,
country.
walking up back and
Walking
forth.
back in
One day,
But I was already.
they may
I
be
think
asked
sometime
what
he
they
had passed
did
this
to
thing.
make a difference in this world. They can respond,
Okay.
I became
Oh
a
shit, they
soldier.
killing the game. They're not even gonna go for fucking field goal?
Minnesota came back.
No, yeah, they did,
They scored a touchdown, didn't they?
yeah, they did, but right now, it looks like the Bears are just gonna kill the clock and go for field goal.
Smart move.
I don't know. Nah, I would have ran it. They had time. I would have ran it to get a touchdown.
They may be afraid that they may mess it up.
15, bro. We're right in the end zone. I don't know what the fuck they're doing. What's this?
Chicago, they kicked the ball, and they miss it.
No, it's a pass.
Timothy said,
That's not now.
oh.
No, that's not now.
I was like, they ain't calling timeout. Nobody tried to ice the game. No, nothing. Where's my dude? I'm gonna need another one of these.
I don't know why they just settled for a fucking field goal. They could have went for a touchdown in 44 seconds.
Smart basketball. Smart football. They don't want to risk. They don't want to.
That. Run the ball at least another 3 plays. If you don't get it, then you kick.
Well, it's
the field goal.
it was 9. 4th and 9. Well, it was 4th and
They're
9.
probably gonna miss the fucking thing.
And they don't want to. They see you're going too gutso.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's
either way you lose it, you bet the Vikings tonight.
Well, we're not talking about betting. We're talking about.
I'm talking about betting.
You're talking about betting. We're talking about.
I look at it as money.
We're talking about dubs and L's here.
You got it.
And if you're Chicago, that's what you're supposed to do. It's
the
the score.
Bears beat the Vikings on Monday Night Football.
Of course, I'm not. Who's surprised that the Vikings lose on a Monday night game?
Yeah.
Even without Kirk Cousins.
Right. No,
Like-
but that also made it a plus to say Kirk Cousins might have been the difference where they might have won.
Kirk Cousins doesn't play well in prime time.
No,
He loses in prime time. Kirk Cousins is one of the most losingest quarterback in prime time.
Probably right.
That has one of the best. That has for people with the records that he has. He has the worst record in prime time. But Chicago did the right thing here. Don't listen. You guys listening? Don't let him fool you. Right? He's talking with his money. He's talking with his wallet.
Yeah, I want
if you were a head coach, we're talking from your job with security. You're 9-10. You're at the 30, 35-yard line. You don't need to keep running the ball because they may be afraid that what if the running back fumbles? What if something happens? They don't play football. Yeah, they don't want to risk it. But you know what they do have securely? A nice little 3-point field goal to put themselves up with no time left. With 10 seconds left. And to try to win this game. They're probably going to squib kick this.
No, they're not going to squib it. They're going to hit it.
They're going to squib?
Oh, yeah, no.
Squib? Is that a squib or is that regular?
That's a punt.
They popped it up? Okay, they popped it up. They took it out the backfield. He's running. He's at the 20. He's at the 30. And he's down. And there's 5 seconds left. He got to the 35-yard line.
Yeah. They got a Hail Mary.
They got time. They got time for.
They can't do Jets Hail Mary.
I don't know who sings the song, but Journey. Is it Journey? They got time for a journey. They can live on a prayer right here. Now, talking about living on a prayer.
It's Bon Jovi.
Was it Bon Jovi?
Yeah.
It's not Journey?
No.
I don't know none of my peoples.
I think it's Journey, New Jersey. Bon Jovi.
It's Bon Journey. Stop. Listen, I will butcher an artist and what they do. I'm sorry. My bad. I can't help it. But talking about living on a prayer.
Here we go.
Greg Popovich the other day.
You don't know what to do. He's got nobody really open.
Nope.
I'd say it's over. It's over.
And it's a
fumble.
And he pitched it back. Wiki woo woo is what they call this.
Not Giddy.
That's a forward.
Penalty. There
yeah,
goes.
That's a penalty.
There goes the penalty for the forward pass. This never ends well.
No, it never does. A big old lineman got it right.
And
that's it. Ended up in the end.
Because eventually some people stop actually looking for people, and what they do, they feel contact and it's flick it back. And that's not how you look back at it. Cheers.
Don't they win college?
Chicago wins. They beat Minnesota. Thank you, Brethren. But speaking of living on a prayer, Greg Popovich, head coach for San Antonio Spurs.
First team to win without scoring a touchdown this season.
Oh, I said, really?
Yeah.
The Jets haven't done that?
No, the Bears did.
Wait a minute. What?
Nope, Jets haven't done it.
So every time the Jets won, they scored a touchdown?
At least one, yeah.
Huh.
Must be.
I wouldn't listen. As a Jets fan, I wouldn't believe it. I would not believe that the Jets won games by scoring touchdowns.
You're brave. You say you're a Jet fan.
Listen, I'm as brave as they
I
get.
see that.
Listen, I gotta be brave. I was shooting up other niggas for this country. Like what? Insurgent. He ain't insurgent shit. Listen, we was looking for insurgent. You know what the fucking insurgents look like? It was like, yo, they insurgent something somewhere. They ain't supposed to put it. Like,
He caught 217 yards tonight.
So,
This one here.
like I said, so as we
I
talk
can't.
about living on a prayer. Greg Popovich comes out the other day, head coach for the San Antonio Spurs, right? Hall of Fame head coach. I would consider Greg Popovich to be the Bill Belichick of basketball, right? I don't know how much I would like to say that anymore because Bill Belichick is no longer respected in football.
Isn't that Riley?
No, Pat Riley's no up
I would
off.
think he would be like the Bill Belichick of it.
No, but not. I'm talking about currently. Current. But as we can see, I don't know if that's a great comparison anymore. I got you in the second potato.
Potato like a dog.
Because
Potato.
I'm a potato. Every time I see his name, I think about that thread. I'm a potato. So,
Potato head.
oh, Steve Harvey. He said Mr. Potato Head. But so I have respect for Greg Popovich. I would think more people have respect for Bill Belichick. But Greg Popovich comes out during the game the other day, and he stops play. He holds court, literally. He holds the court because one of his former player, Kawhi Leonard, is at the free throw line. And as he's at the free throw line, the crowd is booing him, as they should. And Greg Popovich pulls the mic and he tells everybody, hey, take it easy. We're better than this. We don't boo people like that. Let's continue to play this game the right way and stop the booing. Well, what do you think happened? The crowd booed more. Like, what the fuck is you talking about, old man? Go sit your ass on the bench and go coach this goddamn team. Who we gonna boo? He's not their current player. He's their former player. He says, don't boo, we're better than that. But are you, though? Are you? Last time I checked, we're about 20 games into the season. San Antonio Spurs barely got 5 wins. Are you really better than that? Like, are you? Like, are you better? Because I'm not seeing it. Also, after the game, he says, after the game, he goes, I didn't want to poke the bear. You don't poke the bear. Okay, fair enough. He didn't want Kawhi Leonard to go off. He didn't want to poke the bear. This isn't Kawhi Leonard's first visit back in San Antonio. He's been gone for like 5 years. They've been booing him for 5 years. Why are you saying something today? Or this week? What happened to year 1 when they were booing him? His first visit back in San Antonio. You're better than this. How come you weren't better than this 5 years ago? Now you suddenly better than this? This old man's off his rocker. I'm sorry, Greg Popovich. I love and respect you. This old man's off his rocker.
I think Mr. Kraft is off his rocker for fucking keeping him alive.
Whoa.
Should get rid of him already.
Oh.
I'll tell you what. Guess what? After next week, big Bill Belichick.
Oh, you're talking about Bill Belichick. No, Bill Belichick.
So that's what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about Greg Popovich.
Oh, I don't know.
Bill Belichick is going to have his job to the end of the year. They're not making any drastic changes during the middle of the season.
I'll bet you right now $100 is the fucking Chargers beat the shit out of the Patriots.
But that's not what we was talking about here.
I gotta leave on.
I thought you was gonna bet that he was gonna be gone next week. I'm like, I'll take that bet.
No, that's a good possibility, though.
No, so what really had me curious, right, is that if he really didn't want to poke the bear, or if he really wanted to say that we were better than this, why didn't you take up for Kawhi Leonard the very first visit he came back to San Antonio? I'm gonna tell you why. Because you were still salty. You were still in your man feels. You thought that this guy could have played for you more. All right, Pippen, you take it. You get what I'm saying. You thought he could have played for you more than he played. You thought he could give you more playing time. You thought he was using his injury as an excuse to not participate. So you didn't want to load manage Kawhi Leonard. Was that? You didn't want to.
What time you normally finish?
Oh, 3 hours after I start.
What time you started?
9 o'clock. We got like an hour left. Let me see. Actually, I'll tell you right now in a second. We got. Oh, fuck me. We got 3 hours left.
You got 3 hours left?
I never hit start on the recording.
You fucking lying.
I'm not lying at all.
You did stuff?
I have the recording that I use for the show.
Shit.
Oh.
I didn't hit start on.
So that's separate.
I have a backup. Like I have a backup recorder, but the one that I like to use, so I don't have to do any snipping, chopping. You know what I mean?
Easy for you to,
Yeah, just send that shit off. This is what I'm gonna have to edit. I hate editing. I'm a one take wonder. I have trained myself in the art of doing this shit in one take, so I don't have to edit shit. Cause you don't get no. Listen, I practice. I keep telling people I practice to be on the radio, right? Like all this whole podcast thing was in preparation for me being on the radio. There are no second takes on the radio. Like you fuck up, you pivot, maneuver, and keep going. You get water splashed on you. You follow Bruce Lee. You become like water, and you keep going.
Yeah.
Make me sweat, make me holler, something, be like water. Like you gotta do that shit. Don't matter. You just gotta go with the fucking flow.
That's what's up.
The brain segues itself. Okay. I still see you, potato. So I get curious, Greg Popovich, right? Because I'm not trying to spend a lot of time here, but I'm worried about. Oh my god, you lost your phone?
That night.
You had your phone.
I don't know where I put it.
Sure, I did.
No,
I'm over there like, yo.
We tried to call the Uber, everything. It was not nowhere to be found.
But you left before me though that time. You was gone already. You had your shit. You hopped in a vehicle when you left here.
I know. I hopped in the Uber. I don't know what happened.
Oh shit. Uber got a new phone. Ski. I'm sorry. I got you. Listen, I got you. Give me. So yeah, so pop. I find it peculiar that he does this now. Now, Pop could be functioning under some mad genius shit, right? Where he wants to take the focus of his team's bad play and put it on him. Make him be the focus. Because if you're focused on him, you don't got to focus on the San Antonio Spurs being one of the worst teams in the league this year. Again, while having one of the biggest prospects in the league. You don't have to focus on. Oh, no, I got you. You don't have to focus on your young rookie not producing wins. You don't have to focus on none of that. Greg Popovich literally, with this one little statement, took all of the focus off his team, took all of the focus off his players, and now we're looking at him. And it's weird because they're looking at him because after this happened, you know what I did? I do what I always do. I started listening to San Antonio radio. So I wanted to hear how they felt about Greg Popovich. And they are starting to lean on the side of how they feel about Bill Belichick. Starting to think he's getting a little pat. Not they think that they don't think that he's a fraud. They don't think Greg Popovich is a fraud. But it sounds like they are ready to start moving on from Greg Popovich. They feel like maybe the game has passed them up a little bit.
Do you have my children?
I do not have your. What do I have your children?
No, do you have no?
What kind of phone you got? What you need?
Android.
I got you.
I bought my own. If you
Oh. Make that stretch. Oh. So Greg Popovich. Maybe he's playing. Maybe he's playing the Jedi mind trick, right? Maybe he's trying to maybe he's trying to keep the focus shifted. But thank you. Facts. So yes, I'm not gonna spend too much more time on Bill Belichick. Not Bill Belichick, Popovich. I just found it odd. No, thank you. Yeah, I found it odd that Popovich wants to do this now. Out of all of the years that he had the opportunity to stick up and protect Kawhi Leonard from what maybe he's considering unnecessary scrutiny now, he had 5 years to do this, but he let this sit and simmer. Sir, facts. Yep. Yeah. Facts. That is true. That is true. Like there's two things we don't. You don't get told how to raise your kids, and you don't get told how to be a fan. You're on the same breath. Yeah. No, there's no less. Yes, that's part of home team advantage. It's the reason why in football the offense can run very specific plays because they allowed a lot of non-verbal communication versus when they're on the road, some plays they can never get in because the requirement for non-verbal communication and the intricacies that it takes for that play to be successful, they never get a chance to properly get in because they know that not everybody's going to hear it. Yeah, the little intricacies that make it a home court advantage. Now, the Lakers did not benefit from a home court advantage in that same night against the Dallas Mavericks. You saw Luca and Kyrie Irving played LeBron, the Lakers, and Anthony Davis. Now this was another close game, 104 to 101, that ended up being another last minute thriller. And for all of the Kyrie haters out there, this was actually one of the times where Kyrie did what Kyrie does. This game was tied 99 all, right? On a tip in by LeBron James. You had a couple of bad possessions on each team, right? Some I mean really bad possessions. throwaway passes, out of bounds play, bad shots. You just really want to like, what were you thinking in this scenario? But ultimately, this game will come down to a Kyrie Irving three. Threes up, goes down all day long. Now, this wasn't the end of the game. The Lakers still had a chance to tie this game. And LeClutch takes the shot. And he turns into a carpenter. Bricklayer. Nothing. Game's over. 104, 101. LeBron James had an opportunity to tie this and send this into OT, but he misses the last minute shot. That's what happens around the league. Like these games are. Some of these games, they say it's a game of inches. If you're a football fan, they call it a game of inches. Basketball is a game of seconds. It's a game of rotations. When the Jets played the Dolphins the other day, it wasn't even a game. It wasn't a game. Oh no, yeah. There's nobody on that team. I'd rather have take a last. If you could have, in that scenario, no, it's LeBron James. He's the de facto go-to guy, and then he determines if somebody else is going to take that shot. But as I say, like with with the Jets, it was just bad. It was just bad. There wasn't a game of inches. It wasn't a game of seconds. It just wasn't a game, and it was never expected to be a game when they played the Miami Dolphins, their rival Miami Dolphins. The Jets had their third string quarterback playing. Third string quarterback playing. Back on team names, huh? Those definitely make sense.
Anyway, it's supposed to read it and automatically goes to your lab and then
Sorry, we done? What? I lost you? Okay. So the Jets, hmm, they are rolling with it. They are definitely rolling with that one. And okay, well, man, that's not going to change though. That's already. Listen, there was a time. It's a knickerbocker, and I already told you those were the business pants of the day of that era. So speaking of that era, well, since no team is named in 2023, right? These teams' names have just originated from what happened in their time or their era, right? And oh, as a kid, I did. I'm sorry. As a kid, I wanted to hear that snap, crackle, and pop every time. If it didn't snap, crackle, and pop, I wanted a new bowl. Yeah, exactly. So if you gave me a mushy bowl of Rice Krispies, I want a new bowl. Because if I can't hear the snap, crackle, and pop while I'm eating it, I only eat it. There you go. And talking about some more, the New York Jets need one more loss so they can start qualifying for a top five pick. That's what it means to have your third string quarterback. I'm not quite sure what people thought was going to happen this last week. I'm not quite sure what Miami fans thought. I'm pretty sure Miami fans knew was going to happen. Definitely. So, so while their offense obviously looks anemic, their defense actually does what their defense is supposed to do again. Defense came in for two interceptions. That's it. In a game that they scored a bunch of field goals. And like I said, I didn't expect much from what's his name? Tim Boyles. What was it? What's it? He was something like that. But he was 27 for 38 for passing 179 yards. Again, not expecting much. It's your third string quarterback. Dolphins fans, congratulations. You got another victory. You beat another team that was under 500. I guess I could also say the same thing about your NFC counterparts, the Dallas Cowboys. They've also gotten another victory over another team under 500. We got a lot of games. We had a lot of good games over the weekend, right? Like I said, we had Thursday night games. We had Friday night. We had the first ever Friday night game. That was the Jets game, and I'm not gonna lie to you. I did not watch that Jets game for the game. I watched that game to see how the presentation was going to be for the Black Friday game. Gotcha. Yeah. But see, it's a Black Friday. It's a Black. Listen, it's Black Friday, but it's a white Christmas. So you still got the important one. So I'm saying like so the Jets never lost. And that's what I'm saying. I was past the Jets. We had a couple of games. We had a Thursday night game. We had a Friday night game. The Jets actually happened to be the first Friday night game. The Jets and the Dolphins had the pleasure, the honor of being the first Black Friday game. Now, this game was at 3 o'clock. I found out the most interesting thing about that game. I did not know that there is actually something in the FCC or television communication entertainment laws that says the NFL cannot have games on Fridays after 6 p.m. So there's a reason why we strategically have never really seen NFL games on Fridays. There are actually laws that says the NFL cannot have games on Fridays, and if they do, monopoly reasons, stuff like that. Yeah, yeah. So they were banned from having games on Friday. Well, now we have the Black Friday game. Amazon paid for this game. They they paid one. They paid
It's so animated.
$100 million
Doctor Evil.
for that game.
He'd be like,
But that's also a reason why that game started at 3 o'clock and was basically done
That
before
is
6.
dramatic, bro.
Because there are laws that say they can't have games after 6. So if this game went into overtime and they ran over, that 100 something million was going to help pay for any of those fines.
Ooh.
But Amazon doesn't mind this $100 million because
Fucking Amazon.
the last time when Amazon
Right, you go, fuckers.
when Amazon first got their Thursday night game, right? They bought the Thursday night game. Remember, everybody thought this game was a shitty game. Thursday night games are always shitty games, and they continued to give them shit product on Thursdays. Amazon did not care because to watch those games on Thursday, you had to sign up for an Amazon Prime account. When that first Thursday night game popped up on Amazon, their Amazon Prime sales jumped 1,300%.
Market strategy.
So they have no problem coughing up $100 million for a game on Friday if it means that their prescriptions jump, let's just say 700% that in one for a 1-day subscription. Exactly. Because and there's some people that got it that day and have had it ever since just because of that one day.
Amazon Video.
Exactly. We get you get used to it. You're like, you know what, I'm gonna watch it. And in the off season,
And then you want to use
yeah, and in the off season, you're like, I'm not even using. I'm not even watching this anymore. But,
So when you get Prime, you get like free delivery.
Can I? Yeah, exactly. Or you get free delivery. You get faster delivery. You get
your Prime, you automatically get the
electro-
video.
electronic books, video, or like there's perks.
No way.
Yeah, they give you all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a college kid, you get discounts on your books when it originally started at. You guys forget Amazon was just a book company back in the day.
Cards and all that.
See there? Everybody don't forgot. Right now, Amazon got planes, they got farms.
The Kindle?
Yeah, the Amazon, yeah.
I forgot about that.
They got lions, tigers, and bears. People don't forgot that they sort of were just books.
Everybody getting the Prime.
So that was probably the most interesting thing I learned. I did not know. Also, Saturdays too. They have a slight ban on. So they have ban days. So I don't want to say we'll call it ban. They have restrictions on days that are not Sundays. So that's the reason why they strategically went to Thursday instead of Friday. You know what I mean? When they only show Saturdays during the playoffs, right? Like because for Saturdays they can't have any games on Saturdays before fall.
Okay, because it's probably like those.
August is still technically summer.
So time's another
September still. If I'm mistaken, September. I think September's finally when we get to fall, whatever. But they don't until fall hits or can't have it in fall. But something is either until fall or until after fall. But there are restrictions. They have restrictions for that too. Did not know that we got football on Sunday because the government was like, yeah, if y'all have football every day, niggas ain't gonna do shit. Like, that's really the facts. If we had football on Friday, ladies, I'm sorry, there's no Friday date night. There's no. Just think about all the shit you already don't do during football season. If you got a man that likes football, now imagine. Hey, we're not talking Knicks. Leave my Knicks alone. We're not even in the same sport. You don't even go here right now. Stop it. I'm muting you.
Almost didn't talk what I
Football.
was. Be good.
Who knew? Who knew that this was all part of the fact? Because, ladies, so
I'm at brunch.
so exactly.
Knock your fucking socks off.
So think about this. Think about all the things you already don't do because your man's like, yo.
Right at brunch. Join me.
Think about how many people. Think about how many people already say, hey, you can't have no weddings on Sunday from September to January because I gotta watch football.
That's ridiculous.
These are facts, though.
Yeah, you know what? He'll be fucking divorced, whatever.
We're not even married yet.
Kids out the fucking house.
We're trying to get married. You already know me, though. We've been doing this for 5
I
years.
don't give a
You know
fuck.
my
I don't give a
idiosyncrasies.
fuck.
Like-
I wish you would. So we can
like
get
you
back
know,
to the motherfucking
like if you
football.
try to do, like if, well, we're not talking New York right now. Calm down.
Where you from? Yeah.
No, he's from. He said Detroit. He said Michigan. He didn't say. I don't know if he specifically said Detroit. But I know he definitely said Michigan. So
Stop talking about my name.
for real, like I bleed orange. Like you see this? Like you see this? I bleed orange. I got orange and blue represented everywhere I go. I'm that Knicks. I'm that. See, orange, blue.
Oh my God.
Like you. Listen, you understand? Like, aren't you glad I ain't tell you about my blue balls? Like you like
Oh no, not the blue balls. Not the blue balls.
it's orange and blue in all parts of my life. So aren't you glad I left that portion out?
I watch that pour in. It make me feel like these.
I'm gonna give you the 10, I'm gonna give you the 10-minute one then. I may need the 20.
It's satisfying.
No, so as I'm saying this again. So I didn't know that there was these weird ass restrictions on when football. I just thought that football was trying to be respectful to college football on Saturdays, and because you realize, like, okay, we don't want to try to embark in certain areas. We may take a loss here, or we kind of leave space. It was like, no, the commission said you will leave space here. Saturdays during the fall, nah. Fridays before 6, nah. After 6, nah. And when it's gonna make sense, I'm telling you, ladies, you were gonna suffer. You were gonna suffer for this. If we had football Friday night, I'm telling you right now,
I'm gonna suffer.
it's gonna be.
I ain't gonna have no fucking girl.
It'll be called TGIS. Thank God it's Saturday because there's nothing going on Fridays. I'm telling you right now. It's like
break that fucking TV.
you know what happened? Niggas will get off of work.
I'm doing the football right on that fucking TV.
Niggas will get off of work. People will get off of work, right? Let's just call it 9 to 5. They'll get off of work. They'll get home at 6. They'll take their shower, right? And by 8 p.m., they'll be sitting right there in front of the TV. Oh, you ready for some football? Friday night, and your girl's at home, and she's mad as fuck that you're watching football.
And the TV gonna break. Now it's gonna be a domestic violence dispute.
Oh God.
Because I'm throwing the football right in the fucking TV.
So football on Sundays. Football on Sundays when everybody's off and just going to church is great. Because you know why? You're not complaining after you come from church. You're not. Like, you can't. You feel bad. You just came from church. We get out the car. You're like, yo, I gotta go watch some football. You ain't gonna be like, motherfucker. Be like, no, you still in the Holy Spirit. Like, I'm gonna let him have this. Praise Jesus. I'm just gonna cook up this meal. What you want for dinner, baby? I got you. Arroz con pollo, a little curry. Like, yeah, we gonna get it all. We gonna get it all. Can I tell you guys? The curry.
Oh God, I love curry.
Mixed with your
I like
stuff.
the Jamaican curry, though.
I'm Jamaican.
I like the Indian
I'm Jamaican. Yeah, they are two different curries. But
It's spice in there, but not too
So-
spice.
you guys like stuffing?
No,
Yeah, hell yeah.
I don't.
The curry gravy. I'm gonna tell you something. The curry gravy with the stuffing.
Hey, you giving me ideas, something.
I don't care if it's the chicken curry gravy or the goat curry gravy.
I don't like
Call it mutton.
stuffing.
Call it mutton.
But you call it mutton?
Mutton.
But that gravy, right? Because you know when you pour in the stuff and motherfuckers start to meet like warring nations, right? Like, we ain't gonna talk about any specific warring nation that may be currently warring right now, right? We'll leave it alone. I don't want to tell you guys about my PTSD from Tel Aviv. Nah, we gonna leave that out of here, right? But I got PTSD from Tel Aviv. That shit fucks with me. Like, I heard that motherfucker was getting bombed, and I was like, oh shit, not again. Of course I do. I try to get ball on my team every single year. I'm on a Xbox.
We need to do a team. We need to play some kickball or something.
I'll play some kickball.
Let's play.
I'll play some kickball. I'll be the coach. I'll be the coach.
I run a little slower because of my knee, but
Listen, we don't care how you run. You just gotta kick.
you kick the ball, you run to it like baseball.
Yeah, I know, like soccer something.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Kick it.
But like
Bah!
kicking, like try. Yeah, you can easily kick a ball, but when you kick it when you want it to go,
Yeah.
that's the point about it. You're able to
Like,
kick the ball, but
like
when
you gonna
want to
kick
go
it,
this way,
but it's gonna go over that person's head that you wanted it to.
Yeah.
Like, or it's gonna be that beat line like, thank you, you're out.
Oh, you kicking it slow?
You want to tell you about
Then
something?
you let it go over there. You run.
Oh, you hit it with
Then you make it.
say she.
I'll kick it slow.
See, this works now in our time because you can kick an infield, and if that person has to try to run infield now and try to make a hustle play, they fall on their face. In the 20s, this wouldn't have worked. In our teens, this wouldn't have worked. They're making that play. But now, if we're playing amongst our peers, oh yeah, that's a bang bang play. That's a smart ass play. We had some bang bang plays over this weekend, and we had some dumbass plays over this weekend. Unfortunately, the Detroit Lions they lost a game to the Green Bay Packers. And listen, I thought Detroit was gonna get a break. I said this earlier. I really thought Detroit was gonna get a break this weekend because they were the better team. I think they're just cursed. They may just be cursed on Thanksgiving. They play every Thanksgiving.
So what's the reason for the Knicks? Are they cursed?
We're not talking about Thanksgiving. The Knicks have nothing to do with Thanksgiving. Don't talk about my Knicks right now. Let's not go. Don't open up bad wounds.
You triggered with the curse. I thought the Knicks and the Dolphins had a curse.
But the Detroit Lions, they're definitely all cursed. In a year where they had a good year, I anticipated them finally winning on Thanksgiving. I was thinking to myself, Lions fans, you've had 30 plus years of disappointment. Finally, you get to enjoy your Thanksgiving dinner and not throw turkey bones at the TV. And then I look at the score, and you're losing to Green Bay and their neophyte quarterback, 29-22. Sorry. It wasn't Detroit's day. Dallas blew out Washington. Now these are division rivalry games. That's the only thing that gives me a little bit of pass for Detroit. Green Bay versus Detroit is a division rivalry game. So was Washington Dallas, but Dallas took care of business 45-10. We had Seattle playing San Francisco. San Francisco continues to look like a juggernaut in the NFC as they improve their record over Seattle, 8-3 over 6-5. And this is also one of those games that they needed to be tops of their division. We had the Miami, as I already told you, that played on Friday. They beat the Jets 34-13. And then all the other games basically happened on Sunday. We had Atlanta surprised New Orleans. I'm surprised New Orleans. Both of those teams had a record of 5-6. Cincinnati lost to Pittsburgh 16-10. Jacksonville ekes out a win over Houston 24-21. Tampa Bay ends up losing to Indiana 20-27. Then we had Kansas City make light work over the Raiders 31-17. Giants squeak out a victory over an anemic New England team 10-7. And I'm sorry, it's weird because why do we win games? I know you can't force a team to tank per se, but if I am a Giants fan, I'm really wondering why are we, because every W that you get right now, you are just taking yourself further and further away from the first overall pick. And you've been bad, continue to be bad. Like be Michael Jackson bad. But the thing about this is that you got a new quarterback. And this quarterback, his name is DeVito. And when he celebrates, he does this. He's full Italian. Right? I'm not doing this for no reason, right? He's over here like, oh, fuck you, moolies. Like I'm a score, I'm a win, and I don't give a fuck what none of you say. Well, the crazy thing here is that the New York Giants probably would be in a better position with Daniel Jones. Because Daniel Jones would at least be losing games right now. You'll be mad. Every week you'll be cussing out Daniel Jones talking about, why did you give this guy $40 million? But you'll be positioning yourself for a top pick. Your quarterback goes out. His backup comes in. His backup is motivated, doing the little things that maybe Daniel Jones no longer does anymore or is incapable of doing. Last 2 weeks, you see dubs from the New York Giants. 2 dubs that their whole entire fan base would rather deal without. It's a weird scenario to be in where when you start watching your team and you want them to lose. Because then you become conflicted when they win. Because you never want your team to lose. But you understand for future implications of the rebuilding process or the growth of your team, losing now may be better for your future. Well, losing now isn't better for the Giants quarterback, but this is his only shot. See, DeVito doesn't get a shot unless Daniel Jones is injured. Unless Daniel Jones is gone, we never hear the name DeVito. The only DeVito we know during football is the Danny DeVito commercials come on for Subways. That is the only DeVito that we will know. So this kid, he's playing for his life. He's playing for a shot. He wants a team to erroneously pay him $40 million a year for the next 3 years, for the next 4 years. He wants a fan base to complain that he's overpaid and overrated. Because without that injury, he doesn't get a shot. So is he going to not give that extra effort where Daniel Jones may tuck it in or call it in or nail it in? I'm sorry, Giants fans. You're winning. You're losing by winning. And I understand this. It's a tough spot to be in. I was in this spot a couple years ago with the New York Jets. I was in this spot a decade ago with the New York Knicks. It makes watching games painful. And I mean painful because you can never enjoy anything. You can't enjoy the wins, and losing always feels nasty. Tennessee beats Carolina 17-10. Chargers beat Arizona 37-14. They see Arizona is trying to lose, and they're doing it properly. Doesn't matter if Kyler Murray's back. Kyler Murray gets his number, the team still loses. Denver continues to what's the word I'm looking for? Denver continues to redeem themselves. As they get themselves another victory, they improve to 6-5. And this is a team that 4 weeks ago, we were looking at them talking about Russ can't cook. We were looking at them as Sean Payton shouldn't be calling anybody out. Because how dare you? When you start off, what were they, 1-5 to start off the season? They've now won 5 straight games, if I'm not mistaken. And in a weird way, we've gotten radio silence. There's no Russ can't cook. There's no Russ is doing good. It's just radio silence. As the Denver Broncos have slowly gotten themselves above 500, slowly gotten themselves to a winning record. And I'm not saying that they're going to take this division, but they are now positioning themselves to be in a wild card spot. And we all know momentum matters the most in this league. And if they have the right momentum going into the playoffs, they may be a lock to get a win in that first round of the playoffs. If this momentum continues, they're hot. I can't. I'm not going to call them the hottest team in football. Obviously, that's the Philadelphia Eagles. Only has 1 loss this season. But over the last month, you can't deny that the Denver Broncos have shown themselves to be a formidable team.
I'm mad at you. Don't even talk to me.
That's not to me. That's not to me. She's on the phone.
I'm sorry.
And then we got Baltimore. Baltimore comes away with a nice little victory over the Chargers 20-10. The Buffalo Bills. And we may end here with Buffalo today. Because I got to piss bad. You gonna come take over the mic while I go use the bathroom? I was joking about that. I don't care. You know what? I heard somebody say something to me. Talk about what you're talking about the other day. What the fuck were you talking about the other day?
I don't know what the hell I was talking about. Hi, guys. Hi, everybody. It's your girl, Jessica Rabbit. We outside. You know what I'm saying? I'm Mr. T's right now, sports podcast. You know how we do. We talking all types of shit from basketball to football, soccer. And I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So, yes, I'm good. Make sure you guys join the live on Mr. T's sports podcast here at Sharkeys. He went to the bathroom. We talking about sports. Let me see what he got here. Just loses with third string QB. Whatever the hell that is. But just know That they lost? Okay, so they lost. I don't know. But if you don't know who I am, make sure you guys type in I'm Jessica Rabbit. I'm on IG. And I also have my own podcast too, Yo Rabbit and Neil Show. Shout out to Mr. T Sports. He gives me the platform to come on his shit, and pop my truth as he goes to the bathroom. So if y'all a sports fan, make sure you guys make it out to MyT Sports here. And this is what we do every Mondays. I don't know what time he comes in, normally 9, 10, 11, 12, 3 hours. Hi. Hi, guys. Join in. So, I don't know what this is, but all I do know is that I'm a LeBron James fan. So I go wherever he goes, no matter what team he's in, right? I'm a LeBron James fan. King James, shout out to King James. Woo, 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 woo. This is how we do it. I mean, we in South Florida, so Miami Dolphins.
Hey yo.
Even though he's a Jets fan, which I'm surprised because it's time for me to go. Mr. Teabag. But anyways, this is your girl Jessica Rabbit. I had a good time talking to you guys. I was trying to read your book. I'm like, so Jets lost with third string. I didn't know what the hell I was saying.
This is exactly what it says. Jets lost with third string QB.
All I know is QB was quarterback. That's all I know.
I said QB, said quarterback.
That's all I know. Where's the QB?
So.
What the hell?
Let me see. How much time we got? Okay, this is good. This is good. We got like 6 minutes left in the show.
Oh, we got 6 minutes.
Yeah, I like that. That was funny though.
We got about 6 minutes left in the show. So.
Oh shit! I'm gonna be on it.
I got one last topic I wanted to bring for you guys. Franklin finally comes back. So next week, that's what we're next week. We're gonna bring back trivia next week. If you guys are if you guys are here next week,
I asked who was in there.
He knew I was there. You should have told I was here.
I'm sorry. I didn't even go in there.
Yeah, but he's supposed to tell you I was here.
Why you didn't tell me? Because
literally, I asked him about you when I got here.
I've been here for like an hour now.
I asked him. I said,
"Remember, I told you who's in there." I even asked him. I'm like, "Who's in there?"
Have you seen? What's
I thought you was watching, so you was gonna see when she.
Have you seen Rabbit? That was the first thing I asked.
That was the second thing you asked. I'm joking. The first thing he asked me was how was I doing, and then he asked how was my Thanksgiving, how was the family, how was the loss to my uncle, and then he asked about you. You were like fifth.
I wanted to see about a mental state first.
No, it was
on here for like what, an hour?
Easily. So
almost 2 hours.
This is perfect. And I was here. So our last topic of the day.
My COVID journey too, because about your talk.
Have you guys heard?
You fucked up for that.
Wait. Last topic. I don't know how long we're gonna be here for.
You know what?
Okay,
Did
Mike, you gotta see this. This is gonna make you laugh.
That's not
That's so fucked up, bro. I think I'm fucking OJ.
But OJ, no.
What the fuck is his name?
Because OJ's out here talking about he's still getting pussy from 18 to 23-year-olds because they got granddaddy issues. This nigga going out to spring break.
He's going to jail like Giddy.
You know what the one of the top selling Bills jersey is?
OJ still?
The number 32 with the word allegedly on the back.
You know what? That's about to be the number one jersey in Oklahoma City too. in case you guys ain't know.
Oh yeah, but
Oklahoma
is safe by this. You know why
Oklahoma City Thunder player Josh Giddy is out here fucking a 15-year-old.
Well, was she 15 or 16?
It don't matter.
It does, because it was in Australia. At 16, it was legal in Australia.
I thought I was in Oklahoma.
Nah, he's in Oklahoma. She's in Australia. And he's Australian.
That's in Australia?
Yes, so he might be okay because she's 16.
Okay, no. Okay, stop.
The optics
When we
bad
say,
now.
okay, when we say that he's okay, we mean legally.
Right.
We are not saying that he is okay to be fucking a 16-year-old. That shit is still wrong, Joshua.
In the U.S.
I don't care if your name is Josh Giddy. Right now, your name is Joshua.
In Europe, it's okay. They don't give a damn.
Different,
Italy,
different, completely different statutes and different. No. See,
you can go with
different upbringings, different understanding.
Oh,
No.
In the U.S. and Hawaii,
It's different standards because what they.
So me being Latin too is different.
And me being Jamaican, like we all got.
So watch this.
See,
Watch this. I might
back in
change,
school, they
I might
have-
change your opinion.
So this is weird.
No, here we go.
This is weird.
Listen up.
I literally spent damn near.
And you met the nicest guy, and you saw him every. Hold on. You met the nicest guy. He was in high school. You're 14. This kid's a senior in high school. Would you let this guy take your daughter to homecoming if he's a senior in high school and she's 14?
The seniors?
He's a senior. He
The
wants to
homecoming.
take her to homecoming.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay,
Well, he ain't fucking nothing.
but guess what? He's 19.
Why would you want to take 14 anyway?
He's 19. She's 14.
Why could it be
No.
17? Is no. See, I would say no because you stupid motherfucker. No. Come on. Can I answer this? Can I answer this?
Hold on.
No, come on.
They're not
Okay.
fucking at 14 and 19. They know each other, okay? It's 15, she's 20. They're in love, but they ain't fucking. Okay?
5 years old.
Now, guess what?
She ain't in love.
She's 16, he's 21. They've been dating for 2 whole years, and he's been a gentleman and hasn't tried a thing on your daughter.
Now what?
And all of a sudden, she can't help herself, and she jumps his freaking bones. Does he go to jail after he waited for 2.5 years?
Yes.
And you thought that he was the nicest guy in the world? Okay. Here, but if it was in Hawaii and he did the same thing. But what if you're in Hawaii? Would you be doing that?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Okay, so
That's my point.
it's hard.
No.
Listen, it's hard to. I understand what's going on because it's hard to put yourself in that state of mind frame when you have been raised, programmed, whatever you want to call it. It's called a raised to believe that if you're smashing.
Norm.
Different.
Right.
Okay.
No, you know why? You know why I can't come.
Okay, so Franklin, first of all,
and my ex-boyfriend was 34 years old. I was 16 and my boyfriend was 34 years old.
This happens a lot.
It was so much of a difference.
This happens a lot nowadays, though.
Of course. But the reason why it was such a difference was because I was already a mom. My son was already 2 years old.
I don't give a damn.
I get that. Which now that I think about it, of course it's not right. But me being already a woman with a kid, to my mom it wasn't as bad as if I was not a woman with kids. But since I already was a woman with kids, she thought it was okay. But still, if you look at it, it still wasn't okay.
Can I answer your question, Franklin?
Yeah.
Hell no. No. I'm gonna tell you why. I don't want my daughter dating no stupid motherfuckers. If you're 19 as a senior, you're dumb as doornails. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, you don't look at no fucking.
I'm sorry. If you're 19 in high school, I don't care what your situation has been. I'm looking at you as if you're dumb as a doorknob.
Yeah, at 13.
So I want
the light switch came
cool. I understand.
Came on.
The biggest stereotype there. There's no reason this 19-year-old should be in high. One, you're not dating no 19-year-old.
Listen,
One, you're not 14. You're not dating no blood clot. Oh, yeah, you hear me? I said, Brethren.
I don't know.
You're not bringing no blood clot 19-year-old man in my house. Tell what you're going to no dance, to go and no pan no date, to not go to no movie. You're not going nowhere with no 19-year-old grown-ass man. You're like a picnic. Go in your room. Go in your blood clot.
And if I'm you know what, y'all can go, but I'm coming too. And that's
We ain't got to 19. We ain't coming nowhere because you're not go. Yep. Yeah, I mean, I said you're not go.
Nah, I'm there too.
I'm not paying for no extra. Listen, and he's paying for me too. That nigga's paying for you, her, me, and them.
And your brothers.
And we all sitting in the same row between y'all. And there's gonna be 6 of us.
There we go. That's what I'm saying.
At the end of the night, you're still not go. I'm kicking you out halfway through the movie.
So real question. So you think it was wrong for my mom to allow me dating a 34 years old at 16 years old?
Yeah, but also different thought. No. But also, I'm gonna tell you also. Even 30 years ago, we had a different mind frame on this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
I mean,
Oh, and also
what I'm saying with
no.
your mom is
And
this.
also
At 34, he should have been easily able
No,
to provide for you.
can I also say this? Can I?
know, because
Am
your
I
options
safe
were
to
limited,
assume?
And he had the world at his fingertips,
No.
so it was easy pickings for him.
Am I safe? What? No.
That's right.
Am I also too safe to assume?
That's what I mean
Well,
by her options are limited.
So
you
I'm
can manipulate.
Am I safe to assume you're first generation in America?
It's actually the opposite.
So, am I safe to assume? Rabbit,
You sure?
Rabbit, talk to me. Am I safe to assume you're first generation in America? Like your parents was born everywhere.
Well, my mom was born in Puerto Rico, but raised in the Bronx. My dad was born in Dominican, raised in the Bronx, and got deported back.
So you're first generation American.
Yes.
So even in their upbringing, in their natural culture, 34-16 wasn't bad. In their era. So it's hard for them to see wrong into something that they saw right. Especially when they hold on to culture. They hold on to the place that they're from. Sometimes they transfer those beliefs, and some of those beliefs don't equate in
our
America.
Culture, once you lose your virginity, you become a woman.
We talked about earlier on the podcast. We talked about it.
You're a woman already.
Once you
have her, but in my culture,
once you bleed, you can succeed.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Once you become a woman, right?
Believe it ain't like, yo, you know I go to the Bahamas, so
You're
when I
a
was in
woman in
school,
their eyes. That's why when you give
That's
yourself
what
to a
girls,
man,
my
you get
friends,
kicked
was
out.
in school. We're in America.
like, yo, like, it was so weird,
Once
like,
you
I
lose
told-
your virginity,
I
you're
was
able
in
to be a
class,
porn
right?
star. That's what we see in
Oh
America.
my God.
I'm just
Speak up, 'cause
saying,
you're gonna be
that's
on the
what
mic anyway.
I told the girl, I
See,
said,
my
hey,
culture,
It's
okay,
different.
y'all looking,
Right.
y'all liking all these grown niggas, and shit, I'm in here trying to shoot my shot, but you liking all these grown men,
In today's
all they want to
culture,
do is fuck.
at 16,
But see, I trying to love you.
all right. Once you
I was
hit
in school,
18,
you know, we was in school.
You should have loved bitches in school, in high school.
Yeah, bro, hey,
That's
bro,
what today
they
is.
boyfriends come pick them up.
Listen,
Yo,
you
some of them
understand?
was construction workers,
We were
bro.
doing the DoorDash before it was an app.
Yo, some of them was construction workers, bro.
I feel you.
These guys to pull up to school
I
in their
yes,
car,
yes,
right? Some of them
yes.
drug dealers, construction workers. policemen.
I didn't want to see. I didn't want to come all the way back here to Josh Giddy, right? But no, I feel you because I remember.
I'm like,
listen, I remember. See, and I am very safe in saying you're at least 10 years younger than me, right? So we have experience in different eras, and even in my era, at 16, when I was trying to date other high school girls, I wasn't competing with high school niggas. I was competing with college niggas and grown ass men. I had a job, but I didn't have a job in a car in a studio apartment, or I didn't have a job in a car and a place I shared with 6 of my other niggas, right? Because you know what you always hear, and I hate to say this, that chick that picked that dude, they share a place with 6 dudes, and a lot of times you go there and you think you're grown, you get drunk, and 6 dudes smash that night. I hate to say it, but you ladies know it's true. You niggas that was doing that to them, and listen, there was a I swear to you, and listen, and I thought it had just become inappropriate right when I was coming out of high school. If I think that you're 10 years younger than me, even 15, because I'm 42, right? So that means you even had that same issue, right? 10, 15 years later, which means that the women in the time that are going through it saw no problem with it. And while some of them did it behind their elders' back, a lot of their elders was also promoting and supporting it. Because for some of them, they come from a different country. For them to be suited at 16-year-old by a 32-year-old is normal. Back then, I talked about earlier in the podcast a conversation I used to have with one of my homegirls all the time, right? Because we usually talk about how society changes slowly, and things that things that used to be acceptable become non-acceptable, and you grow up in an era where things you're used to do become taboo. We're not too far removed of people, grown men, 24, 25, 26, 30 years old, kings, knights, I forgot the one that starts with a D, but there's different positions that they used to hold. And they used to go into towns, or anytime they was looking for a wife, they were looking for them at 12 and 13 years old because they were looking for them from the first time they bleed. Because from the very first time they bleed, they were like, oh, you don't want to, because at one point in time, we came from an era that didn't want to waste 10 years of a woman's fertility to wait until she became an adult. 8 years of a woman's fertility to wait till became an adult, because by the time a woman is 34, right? We didn't know that we didn't understand it fully in the time it was happening. But you understand, at 34, what is it? Rabbit. 1 second. I'm gonna interrupt you for a second. I want to get it, Franklin. Rabbit. I want to get a terminology. After 34, 35, is it called a Jurassic pregnancy? Is that what it's called? Geriatric, not Jurassic. Geriatric. That in itself. What do you call it about calling a geriatric at 35?
You call her old, not dinosaur.
I'm almost 40.
No, because that's also so. It was so they didn't want to waste 8 years of fertility because by 35, you're geriatric in the pregnancy stage. After your 30s back then, you're high risk pregnancies. So if you're waiting until everybody was 21, you're like, you got 9 years to figure this shit the fuck out. Versus giving somebody 15, 20 years. And I say this right. Just putting pieces, the philosophy of the time. Yeah. And then now, it's no longer that. But then, we have a lot of foreigners that come across, and we got, like I said, first generations, where our elders may look at something like, oh, this is normal in my country. And then you start looking like, oh shit, this ain't normal in America. And then it's not until you start adapting all of the American ways, the things that you look upon like, oh, that's wrong, that's wrong, that's wrong. Because I grew up with it doesn't mean that it's right. Hey, there's still some countries in Africa that do female circumcisions.
But at what age
is too old? That shit ain't right. You just basically
that shit
hey,
yo, I had an image in my mind. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
What are you cutting?
And with what? Stone? Stone Stone and leech. Where does it go in there? Yo, like, we gotta cut this with a sharp stone, put the leech on the clip, and then we come back in 3 days. Like, so it's weird.
21 to me will be okay for you to talk to a 30-something-year-old man.
Oh, when she's 21. Okay.
She's 18.
But that's the whole thing. I wasn't trying to talk to her like that.
But she was still young.
But yeah, she was young.
It doesn't matter.
So can I tell you guys the good news that we got?
Now she's 23.
So
my father's the bad guy.
So guys,
hey yo,
because you know her. Because you know her
like
daughter
your
when
dad
she
took
was
you
younger than that.
to a strip club.
And what did I try to do with daughter? Guide her. Yes, you do. You know damn well.
No,
I got to work with everything.
Yeah. We don't know.
Yeah, you do.
Your dad is a bad father.
I ain't never said nothing.
I'm gonna let you know right now.
These
rules are sexist. These rules are sexist. These rules are sexist.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna tell you this.
She don't need you to say nothing. Don't say nothing.
So then this is the question I have.
I was introduced to sex by my babysitter at 8 years old.
Bartender at 17.
I wouldn't.
If this
would
was
never, but
this is normal to me.
So I'm like,
see, this is normal to me because this is how I felt that every kid went through their transition in that at that age in that era. I don't know a person 9 years old that wasn't fucked by their babysitter. Especially if you was a guy and you had a female babysitter, they all sucked your dick. They all touched you. It's a rite of passage for a guy. But for that little girl, though, it's a completely different sentence, and it's unacceptable. See?
Because in the community, you cherish the woman more.
Because I'll tell you this.
That's how it is.
If I
cherish the woman more.
If I randomly heard the same thing, I have an 8-year-old son. He has a 13-year-old babysitter, and she fucked him. I'd be like, hey, my nigga, happens to my daughter? That kid gotta die.
Especially in Ireland, you church those more.
Right.
But as you should. Always hard on the girls. Because the man is always supposed to be the builder. Excuse me? I noticed that. We cherish the women more.
As we should. We cherish them. We hold them.
Now we being hard. Let me just check. We cherish them.
We hold them to a higher standard than we do ourselves. Because we're barbarians and they're queens.
Right.
And they don't understand that. That's why we
So Rabbit, Jess, you understand this, right?
That's what it was.
We're barbarians and you're queens.
Okay,
that's it. Continue.
On island culture, we cherish the women more. The moment stay inside the man over.
So can I tell you? Okay, so can I end the podcast with some good news?
Now hold up.
Wait,
hold up.
Franklin.
Yeah, we're gonna finish this shit.
Hold
Franklin.
Well, listen. Franklin will set. Don't listen to Franklin. Franklin will set you up. Franklin will set you up for the okie doke. I'm telling you, he's been on the roots. And he'll set you up. He'll set you up.
Here's the bone I had to pick.
Talk to me.
He said in the island culture, you respect the woman as a queen more.
Yeah, that's that's
I
like
was
they always.
Hold up.
Not even in the island, even everywhere.
What is the age of
And I'm gonna feed it to your mama.
Jamaica?
Who knows? 12? I don't know.
They don't have one. Don't tell me that shit.
That's because
They don't have
we
one.
do. We
No,
do.
you
Come on.
don't.
Whoa, hold on. Whoa. I'm Jamaican. I'm gonna tell you what the rule. I'm gonna tell you what the law is. I'm gonna tell you what the law is in Jamaica.
What is it?
If she can bleed, then she can breed.
Yeah, you know what my friend told me from Colombia?
Oh, they the worst.
If there's grass on the field, play ball. That's what they said.
Well, they love baseball over there. It's Colombia. They love baseball. They love baseball.
I'm gonna be real with you guys.
Listen, we all come from island culture
Let me tell you something.
or Caribbean cultures.
My Spanish culture, right? They've learned to be promiscuous, right? That's what they're taught at a young age.
They're taught to be what is that? Promiscuous. Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? You get Americans' money, they come in here, juice them up.
You get it too, though.
That's how they survive, and that's how they bring back the money for their family. So they automatically, as a teenager, as a kid, they taught how to be a certain type of way towards men, towards Americans, towards men, because that's how they feed their family.
I'm gonna let you know this.
It's
Every country has a circle of people that
yeah, but
target.
that doesn't make it right.
Okay, so guys.
But that's survival.
I got you.
To
Look,
me,
what if she met a good man
I don't give a
that didn't
fuck.
try that?
So guys, wait,
At a young age,
Franklin.
she don't know no better.
You read the Bible?
Franklin.
No.
Franklin.
That
Oh
contradicted
God.
every time.
Every time.
My God made
Damn,
Job.
I didn't mean to co-sign like hard.
A man who
Who
God made
said?
sick as a dog,
Who
and Job was like, I will not forsake my God, no matter
Who
what.
said that is supposed to be possible?
So,
But it did happen.
ladies and gentlemen,
Who said?
It happened.
Who wrote it?
ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna end the show.
Wasn't there.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to end the
Go
show.
ahead, Mr. T.
I wanna-
We're gonna talk about.
I just want to give you. Listen.
Talk about this shit. No,
I just want to end the show on a high note.
Okay.
On a high note, not Mariah Carey, even though she's around the corner, right?
That gave me an idea for my show.
I'm glad.
You fucking
I'm glad.
did it.
You're welcome. I'm glad.
Really?
Let me know when that show comes on.
You
I just want you to know what
Okay,
day
cancel.
Well, okay. So,
I just want you to know
so
what
guys,
day.
Don't be
Cancel
trash.
culture is real.
the good news of the day.
Trash.
You don't have to be
The good news of the day. Frankly, the good news of the day. We got justice for George Floyd.
Yeah.
We got justice for George Floyd. Yo,
Why did they kill him?
he didn't leak out. He didn't leak out.
You might be in the shit bag.
Yo, okay.
So
So, you guys know what I'm talking about. What's his name? Siobhan. What's his name? Siobhan what?
Chauvin. Derek Chauvin.
Siobhan is black. Chauvin. Sorry.
Exactly.
Siobhan. Chauvin. Siobhan. It's like, wait, who are we looking for? You. What's your name again? Shavin. Oh, okay, my bad.
How you
We totally
just
said
stab him
Siobhan.
but don't kill him?
Well, he thought he was gonna
Is
be.
it real? Did it really
So,
happen?
no, so
I don't think it really happened.
Yo, he should have got a blanket.
I'm gonna go on. What was your first thought when you heard this news?
Party.
I'll say.
I think it's
I scrolled into it, say,
You know what a blanket
Yeah,
party is?
George Floyd was stabbed. I said, oh, fuck.
You know what a blanket party is?
Rabbit,
Yes, sir.
what was your first thought when you heard this news?
I was happy. I was like, why didn't they kill the bastard?
Franklin, what was your first thought when you heard this news?
Why didn't they give him a blanket party?
I was like, it took them long enough.
Yeah. What a blanket party is when you go into jail, they throw a blanket over you, and they beat you with pipes so you can't identify who did it. Because your face is covered by a blanket.
So we have that in the military too. But we put a lock. You put a lock in a sock. You put a lock in. So you have the same thing in the military. If you have a battle buddy that happens to be a natural born buddy fucker, right?
Oh God, buddy fucker.
He always gets you in trouble. He always gets you or the unit in trouble. Well, after you get tired of that buddy fucker shit, one day you grab them steel ass green blankets, you throw it over that motherfucker, and because everybody got a locker and everybody got a lock, you grab your sock and your lock and you just like you saw in Full Metal Jacket.
Yeah, that's the blanket party.
I watched the movie.
That's what he did.
No, until he learns his lesson. You ain't trying to kill him. No, he's gonna have bruises all over his body. What is it called? He's gonna look like he was cupping. His body's like he was cupping everywhere.
You remember
I watched a movie about that. It was a fat dude.
Full Metal Jacket. Full Metal Jacket.
Hold up.
Yeah, they covered him
MyT.
up and they beat him.
You remember Jared from Subway?
He was a pedophile.
Oh, he fucked children. He had AIDS.
You know what they did
That
when he
piece of
got
shit.
to prison?
I don't know. He went to.
They told him that things work backwards in prison. And they said, Jared,
he don't do the
since
Subway
you used to
commercials.
work at Subway,
The pedophile.
we get ready to give you a tuna sub.
He's an old school fucking piece of shit.
A tuna sub. Now write that down and read it backwards.
Wait,
Write it down.
a nut.
Right
A nut.
That's disgusting as fuck. Because he's a piece of shit. Just
Yeah,
like
you know what it says backwards?
A nut.
Yeah, bust a nut.
Oh, bust a nut. Tuna sub, bust a nut. So we got justice for George Floyd, and granted he's not. Granted, it's not dead. Oh, those tuna subs? Cause I ain't gonna lie. I thought, for decades, I thought the tuna sub was the safest thing there.
Please.
I know it's not.
Fuck me up, bro.
No. I heard there are 46 different kinds of tuna in the world, and Subway's tuna doesn't identify with any of them.
Oh, I just drank.
It's your first time hearing this?
Had, light beer.
Oh my God.
They had
I'm sorry.
Flight, so I bought.
Wait, so
I haven't eaten Subway in a long
So
time.
Franklin and Jess, y'all knew though, because it was his first time hearing this. There are 46 different kinds of tuna, and tuna subs, and Subway's tuna doesn't identify with any of them.
La. Because I done ate this shit before.
I did before too. I thought it was the safest thing on their menu. Now I don't fuck with them.
Me either. So now we're not.
So what is that? So what they have?
Your guess is gonna be as good as mine.
Now you just thought a number.
They got Friskies in there. Meow 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 meow. That's what your tuna is. We eating Friskies.
The gangster.
And with that, we're gonna end the podcast.
I done ate cat. I done ate rat. I done ate mice.
You never ate rat.
I did.
I never have.
I did.
I've eaten cat.
And I'm gonna tell you how. So there was a Chinese spot in the Bronx.
Wow.
Everybody went there. When I told you that,
Pork chop? Was it a pork chop sandwich?
No, it was the rib tips, bro. So we
I
used
get
to
it.
eat that shit all the time. It was the best Chinese spot in the Bronx. Everybody went there. The news come out.
Oh
The
God.
nigga was fucking serving dogs, cat, and
Yeah.
motherfucking rat.
Fucked it up for everybody.
And I never understood why the ribs were so small.
Yeah, it's more like 10
I want my-
real small.
I want my baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat. I want my baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat, baby cat.
I love getting
Chinese baby cat ribs. I want my Chinese baby cat ribs. Sesame sauce.
We go back like that. We go back like that for too. I was fucked up.
Probably next birthday. Oh my God,
we
no.
gotta make it earlier than that.
I was fucked up. I left my birthday to go to another spot, and I should have never left.
But guess what?
I gave Nanny my card. Was like, here, pay for my shit. Nanny had my card for like 2 weeks.
I
haven't seen Nanny in forever. She's avoiding me.
I ain't listening to
I've had rabbit.
I miss Nanda. I thought she was giving me my shot to the NBA. I'm joking.
It is in Georgia too. I'm surprised you've been in Atlanta and
but
had
I don't
rabbit.
eat coon.
No, I had rabbit up in Georgia.
Yeah, no, I eat rabbit, but I don't eat coon.
Listen, I've eaten a cat and I've eaten a coon. I've eaten a cat of a coon.
Stop. I don't eat. You eat coon?
I've eaten a coon.
Ate raccoon?
No, not a raccoon. I've eaten a coon though. I've eaten a cat of a coon.
My friend just got back from Russia. Guess what she ate?
I've eaten cat before and I've eaten coon.
My friend just got back from Russia. Guess what they eat on Thanksgiving?
Raccoon meat.
I don't want
Yes,
that.
You know
raccoon meat.
No, sir.
Guess what they eat in Russia on Thanksgiving?
What's that?
I don't know if you did the dairy. Oops, I'm the cat out the bag.
It's a bear. Beer. Beer.
Yeah,
They
In
do
Russia.
too much. Like, stop it.
How was that
Asians,
too much?
Those Asians, they eat anything. They eat any fucking thing.
They'll eat a horse.
They'll eat anything.
You don't eat a cow?
Horse meat.
My cousin went there.
In India, they'll eat a horse before they eat a cow. They eat the cow.
I don't like the bell. I don't
A
like
cow is
horses.
sacred.
No, I don't like none of this.
You get a steak in India, it's horse meat.
No,
Sorry,
I don't eat that. I don't eat none of that stuff.
I know. I won't eat a horse.
Sorry. I don't like horses. I don't like deer.
All the
It's just like a different type.
Bambi
I eat
is
lamb.
So damn
Oh, you
I
like deer?
lamb. No, I
Deer?
don't. I don't like
love
deer.
deer.
Because I don't like. Maybe
This is
maybe
good.
I had somebody that didn't.
You see, we like lamb though, but deer and lamb meat is not that far
It's not
off.
that far off, but it depends who makes it. Maybe I had it bad.
Okay.
Whoever made it
I'm
wrong.
like,
Because it has a taste to it.
no, because we curried ours. I'm
Oh,
see, I'm
okay. I
Jamaican.
never had it that way.
Somebody should know right now. I'm Jamaican, so every meat we eat is cooked 3 ways. If we don't know what the fuck it is, we curry it, we jerk it, or we brown stew it. Those are the only 3 ways we go. Like, rabbit, curry rabbit, deer,
But
curry deer.
see, rabbit to me is normal to me because that's
I eat a rabbit all day.
that's our delicacy. You know what I'm saying? Like Dominicans,
told her,
that's
I
our
told her
main
to be
dish.
her
One of our
for a
main
second.
dishes is rabbit. So I was brought up with that. It tastes like beef to me. How we do it,
Oh,
you
facts.
don't
Listen,
even know it's fucking
listen. I
rabbit.
love how rabbits taste.
Hey, y'all gotta try stingray. Stingray tastes nice, bro.
No.
Stingray tastes nice.
You know what I gotta taste?
Tastes like chicken.
Y'all ever have frog legs?
I have
Dog.
some days.